Good morning, people. Happy new week. Happy Monday. It is... I feel like I'm echoing a little bit. Am I? No, maybe it's my head.
No.
Okay. It wasn't okay. Good. Morning, people. It is Monday, the 8th of April. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. You have amazing hosts, so we'll go ahead and introduce ourselves.
It's your boy, 6 foot plus of pure temptation. Big Mars from the east side of the bridge. Good morning, people.
As always, your favorite shade queen, my own royalty.
They call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer, news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
That is right, man. Listen, before we start the show, we need to give some horns, confetti, celebration, everything for Pelumi Nubi. She officially completed her London to Lagos solo drive. When did she get? She got there yesterday.
Amazing.
Absolutely amazing. Like, amazing. Mm-hmm. Amazing. I'm so proud of her. Like, I'm incredibly proud of her. Incredibly inspired. Not inspired to do it, because, girl, it's only God's chosen people can do such. When I'm so proud of her. So she was welcomed to Unilags, which is University of Lagos, and they threw like a carnival for her. She was welcomed so beautifully, and it made me so happy. Because imagine like doing that drive, and then like she deserved all of that. It was people were there to like say hello to her. You know Nigerians. You know when we get the trumpet out, it's a big deal. Because one thing we love a trumpet. Mm-hmm. We love trumpets. Praise and worship with the trumpet. It's not a joke. They had like a whole stadium. It was like a whole ceremony. They hosted like a reception for her. So proud of her. So proud of her. I emailed it to you, by the way, right?
Yes, I have it queued up.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
It was media there. Like, everyone was there. It was a whole thing.
And I cannot wait to celebrate.
You're not going to strangle me with wire.
Like straight away. So please, thank you so much for having me. And I'm so grateful to be home. Thank God for safe journey. And I'm really, really excited.
Did somebody say don't strangle me with wire?
No, it didn't. Play a second one. Get everyone else. Let's celebrate. Let's play a second one. And you're on TikTok now, so you know Nigerians will find. But then, look at God.
Mm-hmm.
She rose, man. Big up Palumi, man. I'm glad to get back and talk to us about it. Let us know how it went. But yeah, follow on Instagram anyway. Been posting highlights. That sleep was so good. The first week. Oof. Sleeping on an actual bed. Honey. When I big up her, man. Yeah. But yeah. But how are people doing? How are you guys doing?
All right.
Not all at once. Bloody hell, mate. You know, real life.
In the coffee or something.
I've never known you to drink coffee, you know. You must be down bad.
I drink coffee sometimes.
I've never known you to drink coffee.
You seen me come in here with a coffee before?
No.
What did you think?
I don't know. I thought it was a hot chocolate or something.
I get that.
You don't give me coffee vibes.
No, because sometimes it's hot chocolate.
See? You don't give me... Coming on here looking all serious. Yeah, you don't give me coffee vibes.
I've got to keep you guessing. You never know what it is.
That it works.
Sometimes it's hot chocolate though. But
yeah, what you have it with full milk? What kind of milk do you have your hot chocolate with?
whatever they put in it. And cream and thing. I don't really like... I just don't make it. I'm not really fussy like that. I don't know.
Okay, I suppose you don't have really good allergies at that.
I don't think so, no.
I can't afford for my hot chocolate to be normal.
Right, so what kind of milk do you have to drink? Only oat milk?
Yeah, banging there. It's really nice.
Yeah, I've never really
Go for it.
considered these things.
Must be nice. Must be very nice.
Let's just have it.
That's a very nice life to live, you know. My friend messaged me yesterday. She goes, "So what allergy medicines are you bringing with you to Nigeria?" I said, "Girl, EpiPens and the whole works." Like, if my mum was like to me the other day, she goes, "You to contact the GP and make sure you get EpiPens," because she said, "Don't be going around having allergies."
When are you going to Nigeria?
Soon. I'm Nigerian. We don't tell you the date we're leaving. What do you think this is?
We'll tell you when we get there.
Exactly. The day I'm not in here, I'm in Nigeria.
Right, what's that? Because of evil eye or something?
Actually, I don't really care. No, actually, no, I do.
Let's not risk it.
Because obviously, I believe that God is always protecting me. Like, I don't necessarily believe in evil eye because, like, no principalities can form against me or whatever. Yeah.
So where's the faith then?
The faith is there, but then sometimes it's just like,
It's obedience. Scott, don't say anything. So don't say
I
anything.
don't know. It's weird. I'm like torn because I really want to say it. It's just right there, but I'm like, my grandma would want me to tell people my business.
Is it this month?
Is that oversharing? Yes, it is this month.
Oh, so soon then.
Or is it? Oh dear. Well, yeah, man.
All right. So, we are live on TikTok
Morning TikTok.
and we are live on X.
Morning Twitter.
So,
No one says X. What?
repost and repost.
Oh,
We are now the morning show, man.
period.
Where do you want me to repost?
You don't have Twitter, so just repost it on X. On Twitter.
Oh, X.
And I don't have what?
TikTok.
TikTok.
I got a TikTok.
Yeah, I
You
saw
use it.
TikTok the other day. It was very empty.
I just had a bio, just mugs.
I think I got one. I'm not sure I got one. I don't know the details to it though. Actually, it's logged in. Let me see.
That's too funny, man.
Let me repost
Alright.
it because I got like. Let me see how many followers I got. One sec.
You know the kiddies appear wherever. Oh my gosh, it is because it's got pink. As soon as I
I
went on
got
Twitter.
404 followers. Are you stupid?
Do you know what? Fair.
It's better than 7.
It's better than 666.
Well, how many? Is that how many you got? 7.
I think so.
Have you got? Have you got 666 on the?
No, that's
I was about to unfollow.
Terratone.
Make that 665. Okay, all right. Let me repost this then.
You know what I've realised? You don't tag me on the posts.
On what post? On TikTok?
Yeah,
On Twitter?
It doesn't,
TikTok.
doesn't
I
tag
do.
anyone on TikTok.
On
Once.
TikTok?
Yeah,
Why would I tag you on TikTok?
so I can get followers.
As in, sorry, I tag
know
you
what?
on Twitter and you don't repost it. So why should I start tagging you on TikTok?
Gotta do
I
it.
tag you on Instagram and you don't put it on your story. Why should I tag you on TikTok?
That's not true.
But it is true.
It's not.
I've just said a truth twice.
Saying I don't do something sounds very definitive. I do it. I do it all the time, actually.
Really? The last time the post was doing very well on Instagram, did you repost on Twitter?
I don't know, but that's...
It's about the thing that you said. I assume that you didn't want to put it on Twitter because it made you look a certain way.
What one?
The ring one.
Oh, you don't want to get cooked? They're used to that.
If it was doing well, was it? I don't know.
On Instagram. Twitter has its own live source.
Yeah, they would have finished on it.
But what I'm trying to
All the
say...
married men would have stood up in arms.
How? I can't
Their little married, in their little marriage suits.
I'll be tweeting now. Right. I understand.
That's what's. In fact, I
This
can't
is
say
how
it
you
on
work.
air.
It's so
I
funny.
can't say it on
It's
air.
so funny
I
how
can't
you
say
work.
it on air. Just-
No, it's funny how you work.
But to say
Funny how you
I don't,
operate.
to say I don't do something that I do all the time is disingenuous.
All the time is
You don't do it.
father. Because annoyingly, we've had
I
this
put-
conversation way too many times.
He's saying basically he's got to structure his gripes properly. Maybe say I don't do it every time. You can't say I don't do something. I do it all the time.
Do you know what's ironic though? He said you don't do it, yeah. You say you do it all the time. Spider-Man, you're doing the same thing. You're both speaking in definitives, but you just said he should have said you don't do it every time. Because you don't do it all the time.
I'm not accepting that. Sorry. You're not getting off of this one.
Anybody who follows me
I always speak in definitives.
will see what I post on my story. The only thing that I put on my story is TDA, filthy.
I always see you reposting filthy stuff.
Since you're lying, this is why I can't care because you're lying. So it's all right.
This is why I can't care, you're
Yeah,
lying.
if you're gonna lie, I can't care. You get what I'm trying to say? It don't make sense to me. So all right, I don't do it ever.
Are you saying I don't always see you posting filthy stuff?
If you always see me posting filthy stuff, and you always see me posting TDA stuff too,
No, I don't.
Never.
I see an absence of TDA, and you're here every day.
That's a lie.
Not an absence. All right.
The last
I
three,
need consistency.
Did you retweet? The last three.
I'll tell you now.
Well, you could just go on Instagram and you can see the last three.
I'll go, because if I go on TDA, on the TDA page, and then it comes up.
You will see the green, right?
Because if I've reposted it should say, right?
Yeah, sure. It would have green.
I'm so sure.
What do you mean green as well?
Because it would have green as a repost, you know? The arrows. The recycle arrows.
Well, that's a nice welcome to our TikTok and Twitter viewers. Can you tell people good morning, please? So they know
Good
that we have
morning,
manners
good
over
morning,
here.
good morning. I'm blessed and highly favored. I had a fantastic weekend. I was very productive over the weekend. I got plenty stuff done.
You did.
Shout out to you, Babiel.
Big up,
We
Babiel.
are a
Big up,
team.
big up.
We are a team.
Sorry, Babiel has... Anyway, never mind. I'll talk about it after.
Yeah, he's a handsome guy. Is that what you're going to say?
Nah, I don't care about his looks.
All right.
I'm glad he's a handsome guy. That's
All right.
wonderful
Yeah.
for him and all the women that he gets. But that wasn't what I was going to talk about.
All right.
Morning, Babiel, by the way. It's Brent.
Good morning, Mel S. Good morning, Black Mara. Good morning, Sarah, my favorite Jew. Good morning, Mercy Prestige. Good morning.
Nothing.
Don't you all have a favorite Jew? Do you have a favorite Jew?
Who? Me?
Not yet. All right, cool.
I do.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
Right then.
Jeremy Corbyn. No, he's not Jew.
My Lansky.
My Lansky.
My Lansky.
All right then. Good morning, Amy Snowglobe. Good morning, Antonia Hansen. Good morning, Chijoke. Yes, the listening party was cool yesterday.
Nice.
J. Cole
First of all,
has
don't be a hater. First of all, you're such a hater.
Project.
Don't say it was cool. He said the listen part was good. You said it was cool just because J. Cole's apologized now. You're a punk. Can you just carry on reading, please?
J. Cole should have never basically pretended to be a man. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
So, good morning, DCF Mooks. Good morning, Powwow. Good morning, Ruby Wednesday. We'll get to that. Good morning, Ruby Wednesday. Good morning, Philly Petite. Good morning, 24 Lou. Good morning, Greek. Good morning, Everest. How long have you been scrolling? How long have you been scrolling? Time.
What day is on that one? If it's March. I just see, I did retweet it.
Good morning.
28th of February.
It's 28th of March, actually.
Good morning,
Well,
Abby.
but that's only that last week.
Good morning,
Technically,
KM.
yeah.
Good
Technically,
morning.
innit?
Yeah.
No,
See?
he just pressed it. Good morning,
I
Star
didn't just
Crew.
press it, that's a lie.
What was it that you retweeted? What was it?
Where he said where the girl was saying she's a little too African. That's the last one I got tagged in on X.
Well,
But what happened to the married one? The ring one, where the actual...
I don't know where that one is.
I
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I know.
Chijek is right. My favorite Jew is Jesus.
Oh, yes. This is true.
Thank you, brother in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
I don't know about that.
That's your business.
Before...
My favorite Jew is Jesus.
Before Jesus was a Jew, Jesus was just Jesus.
Yeah, but I only met him as a Jew. My introduction to Jesus was as a Jew.
Bars.
Shut up.
Good
Good
morning, Star Crew.
right.
Good morning, Davina.
morning,
Love and
Davina.
Light sending to you. Good morning, Esquire. Good morning, Ebony Onyx. Good morning, Fanan. Good morning, Lala. Good morning, Brian. Good morning. Who else is here?
Morning, Tracy.
Good morning,
Big up,
Herbelin.
Tracy. Tracy said not too much on Jermaine
Good
Brent.
morning, Tracy.
Dead ass.
Good morning,
Retweet.
SLM86. Huh. Cool, gonna get it.
No, did he?
Yeah.
The hell?
Anything associated with Cole's name can't be put in any other.
Anything associated with anybody's name can be no, did it?
Anyway.
Starker is right. He said Brent's favorite Jew is Drake.
Mm.
Sounds about right. Sorry, Sarah.
I have a hot take about Drake though. Now that I've heard about this Cole stuff.
Yeah, but Drake can't come out now after someone has
But
apologized.
I think this is why
he
Cole
can't,
needed
man.
to step back. I think Kendrick called Cole and said, "Hey, I wasn't trying to call you out.
I was talking
calling
about
Cole the Jew."
I said,
I'm trying
my
to
bad.
call that one out.
My bad, yo.
So I'm thinking he's kind of cleared the path for him, and obviously
for
Cole
Drake.
doesn't mind, looking like a walid.
Or what?
Is that what you say? A walid?
No,
Well,
Walad.
it's too late. Don't even roll off your tongue like that.
But did you? In fact, I'm gonna play it for you.
Play what?
So you guys can share in the embarrassment.
You're right. That's
clip.
word on road.
Oh, sorry. Jump in the head.
You can play it, to be fair. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear no
Let's put it
nonsense
in
later on down.
it-
No,
it
play
needs a little
it.
segment.
I don't want to hear your nonsense further down the show. Let's get all of this because you've got too much
Let
smoke.
me see.
Too much bass in your voice. I don't like that.
Let me see this boy. This little boy.
He's a man.
Oh, wrong clip teed
I
up.
tell you people to go therapy, you're acting confused. This is why.
Wrong clip teed up. Where are we?
Big up Jermaine Cole. Every time.
That sorry. You don't.
If we had a kid.
Don't do what?
You don't do stuff like
You
that.
said you don't do that. You said something about kid.
No, so I thought we had a kid.
Just focus on retweeting crap, innit?
I didn't
Did you
retweet.
retweet the news today so people could see you on your glory right now?
No.
Oh my goodness!
Because we're too busy trying to prove you wrong.
That's the first thing I asked him to do.
Well, you know men can't multitask. Like, y'all can't.
Do I need to apply you a compliment before I ask you to do things?
Probably get more out of me that way.
And then feed you.
I don't understand why I haven't tagged with nothing, so there's nothing to
with your
see there.
Just go to the day after page. You can
If
actually
you got
see
to,
it.
should come up. There it is.
Pink.
That pink thing.
Oh, this up here.
Yeah.
Bro, if you want me to thank, you gotta at least tag me. So you know I don't look for shit. How am I supposed to see something if I don't look for nothing?
Jay Budden wouldn't.
Do you know what's killing me is that he went in the app and he was right there. He said, "How am I supposed to find it?"
Yeah, but I didn't see it. If you never told me there was a pink thing at the top of the screen, I wouldn't even have saw that.
Fair.
I'm not looking at this shit.
Except for one part. It's one part of that shit to me, right? So I'm so proud of that project, except for one part. It's one part of that shit that make me feel like, man, that's the lamest shit I ever did in my fucking life, right? And I know this is not what a lot of people want to hear. I know I can hear my niggas up there right now like, nah, don't do that. But I got to keep it 100 with y'all. Right?
Jake, what they're saying in this
I
room.
damn near had a relapse, right? Because y'all heard some shit that happened 2-3 weeks ago, however long it was. Y'all heard that bazooka that was dropped on the motherfucking game, right? So all of this time of me moving on my own accord, for the first time I was tested. Why am I tested? Because I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? My niggas like, boy, I must have had 1,000 missed calls. Oh my fucking God. Text flooded, I couldn't even answer my shit. Nigga, it's wartime, right? Niggas wanna see blood. And I was conflicted because, one, I know my heart, you know what I mean? And like, I know how I feel about my peers, these two niggas that I just been blessed to even stand beside in this game, let alone chase their greatness, right? So I felt conflicted because I'm like, bro, I know I don't really feel no way, but the world want to see blood. I don't know if y'all can feel that, but the world want to see blood. So I say all of that to say, in my spirit of trying to like get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like jab my nigga back and I try to keep it friendly, but at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone? Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct?
Drake would never.
As do
Drake is
I.
a
So I just want to come up here and be like,
PAB.
Be like, bro, that was the lamest, like goofiest shit. And I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path.
Amen,
You know what I mean?
baby.
I pray
Amen.
that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, y'all are like, forgive a nigga for like the misstep and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man, I want to now perform the song that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right path.
Bren is a twat. The song was "Love Yours," man. If you listen, it was on Forest Hills Drive. Beautiful song. Absolutely beautifully
Before he
written.
decided to do that 7-minute drill.
I think that was very, very
He
mature.
saw the response from everybody saying it was bollocks. And he's like,
No, he
cool,
didn't.
let's tap up.
No, I think you lot ruined it.
My take.
Excuse me, Are you interrupting a black woman? I hope TikTok cooks you. I think he released it, whatever. I think all of you, sorry, come on camera, I dare you come on camera and do it. I dare your punk ass.
Go.
I think everyone's reaction, being like, oh my gosh, he murdered him, is what made him do that. I think people made it worse than what his initial intention was. I feel like he just wanted to drop the music and that'll be it. But then people made it like a malicious thing. Because remember when I said even with the diss track, he respectfully dissed him because we're still boys, like we're cool. And I think the public are the ones who made it seem as though like, I think people making it worse is why he ended up apologizing. Because it's like my intention wasn't for it to be this, like this mean-spirited. So y'all did that. Y'all won. Where's the Offset?
That's a bad take.
Doesn't matter what you think it is, like how you think my take is. You think that he was weak for doing that. So already your opinion is void because real men apologize. So all of you that think that's weak, already shut up. Already, you wouldn't like. You don't have the maturity or the growth to understand doing something like that. I get it. I get you saying that you did something. You felt good about it, but then your spirit is convicting you because that's not you. And anyone who listens to J. Cole's music, he's very much, I don't want to be part of the industry in the foolishness. He was chasing it for so long. He finally achieved the things and he was like, oh, kind of like Solomon. Like, there's not really much there. Like, it's all empty foolishness. That's why he keeps himself to himself. He works on his album. He does his album solo. Like, that's why he moves the way he moves. So doing all of this stuff, again, is coming to feed into all that media stuff that he already separated himself from. So I can understand why he feels like, oh, like, I'm on this particular purpose. I've now derailed to get involved in some kind of foolish mess. It takes away from what I'm trying to do in my life. So I get it, man. Pick up J. Cole, man. That's a man.
Do you know the thing is though, yeah? And
Beautiful, man.
again, my opinion may mean nothing here. Reason why, because I've not heard the track here. But but I would have thought he dropped Ether or something. The way he's moving is like he talked about Kendrick's mum, dad, everything.
No, but that's his friend though. They've always been cool.
But Kendrick spoke about him.
Yeah, but
it's just friendly competition.
Yeah, but I think it's one of the things where, because even Brent said on Friday, he might have amnesia now, but he was saying how, like, really and truly, the person that Kendrick was talking to was Drake. J. Cole caught a stray. And in his ego, he operates from a place of ego and pride, which is why I think he's not happy about. Because it was a stray. He could have let it go. Like, it was what it was. So I feel like releasing, and he didn't release one track either. It's a whole project. Do you get what I mean? And the next thing that was meant to come from J. Cole was his album Fall Off. So now you've interrupted that album with these messages, released that, and do you get what I mean? So I get that. But that's his friend. I think it's more the relationship he and Kendrick have. I feel like if it was like a Kanye thing, he wouldn't care. Because when he dropped Middle Child's Kanye, he's never talked about that. He doesn't care. Read him for filth and left it there. But I think with Kendrick, like, they're cool. And I think that's what he feels bad about.
Okay, I hear you.
But again, I think it's because of people's reactions. You're dying for it. Go on, Brent.
Oh, your man was speaking, black man.
No, he's finished speaking.
Did he?
Yeah, that's what they wanted to. That's what you want to say, right?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't think he dropped the project for Kendrick.
Okay.
Did you listen to it? Were you there yesterday at Listen Party?
Did you see me there? Listen, part.
I saw you before and I thought you were going to attend. Like you popped up and you talked about
I
the
did.
tips that you
I
had
did.
up.
And that's when I was like, okay, 8:30. I was like, okay, it was like 7:45. I said, okay, I'll be there. But that's what the time was, 9:30. I said, well.
Yeah. It's that 7-minute drill track was the only one that was directed to him.
So what was what
Apparently,
you
the
were
pie.
You were getting wet over?
That's why I can't take this guy seriously, because he went in and apparently Ramsey said he was going at Young Money. Was it Young
Records.
Money Bags? What's his name?
Oh, Moneybag Yo.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Say
Is
Young
it-
Money
is that
Bags.
one? Is that one that he had a beef with?
I don't even know, man. All these little boys, all these Lils and Durs and stuff, I don't know them.
So that guy he was going at, and he dedicated proper bars to him. So how he's now suggesting he needs rest because it's don't go on as though you haven't been insulting another person properly. Do you understand? So he just doesn't want it with him. Or like I said, my hot take was Kendrick told him, hey,
Hey, buddy.
the real showdown is me and Drake, boy. Do you understand? I beg you step aside, and I know you don't mind bending over and then apologize and walking things back.
You're not doing that.
Because you're a mature man.
Do you know what? Honestly, but it's about that though, because I've had situations. Like I get, like when people, if you have a spirit that works, I'm not saying no one doesn't have a spirit that works. I'm just saying certain spirits operate in a certain way. I've been in a situation where I've been wronged. Someone's done something to me. I've reacted to them, but I felt bad that I reacted in the way I reacted. Not that the way I reacted was excessive. I matched the energy, but it's like where I'm at in my personal journey and what I'm trying to do in my life and things I'm working on, I should have let that slide. So I get why he's apologized for that. I get it. Obviously, music, he's not one mess. He does act as if there's only a few more rappers that be in mess. Look at all of you lot dying for it now. But it is what it is, man. But I don't think he's weak for doing that. I actually think that takes some balls because he did that at his festival, Dreamville Festival, that's been going on for years. Like, he put that together at my event, and I'm going to apologize to you. You could have just apologized behind the scenes and taken all the glory in public and be like, oh yeah, I did that, da-da-da-da-da. But again, that's if you're operating from a place of ego. If you're trying to kill your ego and be, again, growth, I get it, man. You're not there yet. That's all right.
This is rap, baby. It's hip hop.
That's fine, but you're not there yet. So.
You did say you don't want to talk about this because he's you said a bitch.
Oh, bitch.
That's what you said.
No, that's what the word spells. Yeah.
I ain't got time for this piece of shit. I never listened to him. I never listened to him beforehand anyway. And that's just why I don't listen to people like him anyway. I ain't got time for this trash. Dropping these 2 packs of asses that you are listening to throughout the night. No one don't give a fuck about.
You were swaying your shoulders on Friday, though.
Talking it.
What? That was just,
You were nodding your head. You were swaying your shoulders.
said it was
You
a good
even
track.
said, "I've never listened to him," but actually,
that was one song, and I said it's nothing to do with how good the song was. I said it spoke to his mindset because he addressed
but he said it was 2 pack of ass.
because he addressed him directly, and now that he's got a war, and then now the war's here, you don't want it. So again, maybe your whole mind, you was cosplaying a bad man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I wasn't saying it was the most amazing song I heard. I said I like that he was so direct and the way that he addressed him because Kendrick has to address him back. So now we've got the fight that we wanted. That's what I liked. And then he's tapped out from it straight away. So like I said, I've never cared for J. Cole and I never will.
So you're saying he's the real trans fella?
But yeah, he's just trash, man. He's whack, man. He's whack. I've listened to the album all the way through. It is whack. There's nothing.
It's not whack.
What?
The J. Cole album?
Yeah, I listened to it the other day when I was cooking. It's whack. I don't like him. I don't listen to that crap.
Oh, fair enough.
You know what I'm trying to say? So there was nothing on there that I liked. There was nothing on there because I went through there. There's no songs on my like list, and that's what I do if I go for an album. If I think it, I'll listen to it. I'll skim. I'll go through my like list. Even the one with Cameron already, which someone told me I was gonna like, I didn't really care about. Nah, trash, 2 pack of ass. So then for him to do this, it's more in keeping with his. Fuck him. I don't want to talk about this shit.
Oh, with NBA Youngboy, I think.
J. Cole, everything he stands for, man.
This guy, man.
Wow. Glad you got that off your chest. Even better because it don't mean nothing.
It's a disappointment.
But yeah, it was NBA Youngboy.
Disappointment.
How can you be disappointed in someone that you didn't like in the first place?
That's just why I confirmed reaffirming my feelings.
Nah, you should have stood on business and never liked him in the first place then. If you never liked him, you shouldn't have given him time of day.
He's just disappointing, man.
At this point, you're email with Candy Sevens. It's crazy.
No, this is a joke. This is a reason why no one cares about him.
Big up J. Cole every damn time.
Can I ask a quick question? Yeah.
Platinum.
This again, will definitely expose my ignorance here. But did he release one track or was it a whole project for Kendrick?
No, he released a project, but then in the project was that one track.
Okay, cool.
The 7-minute track for Kendrick.
Cool. All right then.
Yeah.
Abby says that she agrees with you, Esther.
Yeah, because Abby gets it.
Yeah, I get what Esther's saying because it reflected on his character. He should have never responded in that. Is he going to apologize to NBA Youngboy? Or do you not want that?
I don't know. I don't know what NBA did to him.
Oh,
I honestly think it's his personal relationship. I don't know. No, I have no idea. I don't even know who NBA Youngboy is. I've heard of the name, but if I saw him on the high street, I wouldn't know a thing. But I honestly think it's his personal relationship with what's it called? Kendrick. Do you get what I mean? Like if I have beef with Margs and then I go in public and I start tweeting crazy things about him and people are like, oh my gosh, cooked Margs, da da da. Like Margs is my friend. So I will publicly apologize on that. I honestly think that's really what it is.
People don't know
what
hip-hop is. This nigga's soft. And this is so damning on him. This is his spokesperson. Like this, he's making turban rap.
He pointed to Esther?
Yeah.
He's pointing to me.
What?
He's pointing to me. Yeah, he's pointing at me.
He's talking to you
He
now.
said, he said my turban rap. He said, I'm the spokesperson.
He's making rap for women in turbans. This is what he's doing.
That's fair.
This is the
That's
spirit.
fair.
he's-
Cannon's wife.
Yeah, this is the spirit he's walking in.
That's fair.
This is why he was never gonna win the war.
That's fair.
You get what I'm saying?
That's fair.
He's choosing violence.
That's fine. You keep going. I just know that when I react, I just don't want to hear anything.
I'm so
I
disappointed in
wouldn't want to
that man.
hear anything.
I never expected.
I wouldn't want to hear anything. That's fine. Keep it going.
Oh my
He said, J. Cole dropped the mic. I picked it back up.
Imagine.
Like, come on.
That's wonderful.
That is so disappointing to see.
That is wonderful.
Oh,
It's
man.
horrid.
Anyway, but like I said, no one will get it, man. If you invest in yourself and you have a character worth having, then you will get it.
Shout out to maturity.
Yeah, no, think I'm maturity. I won't be mature though when I decide to respond, by the way. I will be mature. Oh my gosh, I would not be mature. I'm not J. Cole. I won't be mature. And I'm going to drag you for Phil. And I'm going to sit here with you every single day like I didn't do it. So, yeah.
I deserve it. So
Let me read us some comment from Spotify.
Yeah, do that.
You want to read it?
Can you catch your breath to do it?
I'm trying.
Okay, let me read it.
Thank you.
All right. Let me see. I feel like Curtis is going to be in here. Yep, Curtis is here. All right. Curtis says, wow, look at women. Esther's gaslighting me about when she said Congo man give the ick. Did I say that though? I don't feel they said. No, I wouldn't say they give me the ick because I know my history. Margs were hype mates, so no short arms over here. Man deadlift 200 kg with no test, no image god. That's wonderful. Big up Curtis every time. David K. Mutali says, did the game steal SCSA intro? I don't know what that is. Living it for Chrissy though.
What?
As in Chrissy. Does it mean Christy?
I'm trying to
Christy was here the other day.
what was that whole sentence? What was that?
He said, did the game steal SCSA intro?
I don't know.
This is the wrong podcast.
people in the chat, SCSA.
I think I know what podcast he was trying to comment on. I think it's wrong. I think you got the wrong. I don't know. Okay, well, big up David though anyway. Yeah. Is that all there is?
Yeah.
Have you guys got it off your chest?
Yeah.
I'm trying to link this. Is this the intro that you gave Christy, Brett? Is it linked?
It could be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's it.
Oh,
What's
SC.
Yeah.
But what's the game got to do with it?
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe they get
did the
rapper.
game steal SC? Oh, so in the
Yeah.
games. Okay, maybe one of the game songs.
Songs, yeah, something.
He's got that intro.
Oh, he shows.
Okay, then he said living it for Christy though. Or
Loving
loving it.
Yeah.
Oh God, spell check. Loving it for Christy though. Okay, fair. Yeah, it is very fitting for Christy to be fair. Okay.
Wasn't it some sort of event in the WWE universe over the weekend?
Or the one where Meek was crying over.
Don't be rude. This is WrestleMania.
Oh, did you watch it?
You're crazy. Don't talk about WrestleMania. Please don't do that.
I don't.
Man said, wasn't there some type of? You don't need to watch
I
WrestleMania
don't
to
put turban
know.
on.
Huh?
I don't put turban on.
This guy.
What? Don't do that.
No, because you started a trend. It's wonderful. No, don't get excited. Because I'm going to drag you even lower the marks. I'm going to drag you even lower the marks.
Sorry, I
No,
regret
nope. Your apology is denied. No.
Yeah, WrestleMania.
No.
Sports
Where's-
entertainment. I
where's
can talk about
Michelle
it. I can talk about it in the
Obama? I'm
reaction
going
if you want. I can talk about it in the reaction if you want.
Instead of football? Mano.
The end of the
Mano's coming
bloodline.
to Arsenal.
Yeah, right.
You would slit your... Oops.
Finish your sentence.
Sorry, I forgot it's a morning show.
Brent took his
I don't know what kind of
vitamins.
coffee you still had this
Brent
morning,
took
but
his
you're on
vitamins
one.
today.
That's wonderful.
Let's get into the headlines.
Oh, the game's a wrestler.
Talk about
the game?
WrestleMania. I have to talk about WrestleMania.
Let me put it up.
Triple H is the game.
We changed his name. Since when?
Oh, yeah.
Changed his name to the game. Done it like that actually there just towards the end of it.
Okay.
But it's still Triple H. But yeah, I'd have to talk about WrestleMania in the reaction because it was a big night in sports entertainment. Can't believe you don't watch wrestling, Brent.
Yeah, I'm a man.
No, wrestling is for men still.
Okay.
Wrestling is for men.
All
A
right.
friend of mine, yeah.
Action packed.
Okay.
Remember, I went to the Money in the Bank, the O2. That was last year sometime. So if you see it, you've got to see it to believe it. You get me? No, honestly, you got to see it to believe it. It's pure entertainment.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say?
Now, I remember a friend of mine just randomly said it in passing that she was going to WrestleMania or something. I was confused. Obviously, this is showing my misogyny, innit? Or sex, whatever it is, innit? But I thought, why are you going to watch? Why are you going to watch wrestling?
Why
Why men go to watch this? I don't understand.
But there's a lot of men there.
There's not women there. She's probably
She's
going to
single.
celebrate black women.
Yeah,
You didn't see-
think so at the
That's why
time.
you pick up a man if you want to pick up a man.
You didn't see the 3 black gal on WrestleMania cooking. See, you don't want to celebrate black women. You just pretend. It's cool though.
Well, you have to tell us about it first, innit?
Bianca,
Then you can
Jade
say-
Cargill, Jade Cargill, and Bianca. Shit, what's Bianca's second name? I can't remember. And the third one, I can't remember the third one.
Wasn't important to you.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah, because you're celebrating so much, you forgot the names.
I told you the important ones. Bianca and Jade. You get me? Colossus is just turning the WWE over on his head. You get me? Ex-Royal Rumble winners. I'm there supporting black women in all.
That's it.
News are just cosplaying. If it was Candice Owens, you would have known about it. Candice Owens made an appearance on WWE, you would have known about it. Plus, it's just like EastEnders anyway.
What, wrestling?
Yeah,
Is it?
it is. It's a drama. It's a story. It's the storyline. It's not really about, like the entertainment aspect and the fighting is what keeps it going. But if you get the storylines, you learn about the dramas, about the betrayals, about the. It's just like EastEnders because EastEnders is fake. You ain't got no problem talking about Phil and Shirley when they're doing their foolishness. It's all fake. It's all crap. Ian Bill, they're not real. It's all rubbish. It's lies. It's the same thing.
But do you feel like it's got too fake though? Wrestling.
It was
back
fake.
in-
It was when it started. It has not been too fake. It's
No,
it's been not real.
This is what I'm saying. That yeah. Obviously, this again. I don't watch it, so I'm not too sure. But you know, back in the day when what's his name, Owen Hart, and them guys actually got injured in the ring.
He died.
Exactly.
Bro. He wasn't not supposed to. That wasn't part of the show.
But that was real.
You know what?
No, I didn't mean. Man, let's get the headlines.
This is brought from the same minds that said Jacob was weak. That's wonderful. Love that for you, though. The intelligence is just, woo.
All right, so our first headline, guys. Boris Johnson's back in the news, man, and he said that banning arms sales to Israel would be insane. The former Prime Minister also criticised the Foreign Secretary David Cameron for remaining silent on the debate over curtailing UK arms sales to Israel. In a scathing column in the Daily Mail, Johnson wrote that the attacks on the WCK convoy were shattering, but then defended Israel, claiming it was sending warnings of the IDF's attacks, which are trying to use precision munitions. Boris Johnson also added that if the West continues to crumble, and especially Britain and the US crumble, then the Israelis will be prevented from getting into Rafah. They will be prevented from achieving their objective of finishing Hamas as a military force in Gaza. Johnson also added that if Hamas releases its hostages, it would mean the immediate withdrawal of IDF forces, Israeli defense forces, and the end of the conflict. Johnson concluded that banning arms sales to Israel would be insane and shameful. The sooner the government formally denounces the idea, the better. And the next headline, the United States is on high alert and preparing for a possible attack by Iran, targeting Israeli or American assets in the region in response to Israel's strike on the Iranian embassy in Syria. Iran has said that it reserves the right to take a decisive response. US President Joe Biden discussed the threat from Iran in a phone call on Thursday with the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. A senior Biden administration official said, "Our teams have been in regular and continuous contact since then. The United States fully supports the defense of Israel against threats from Iran." And our last headline, also linked to the same topic, Israel's military said on Sunday that it was reducing its number of soldiers from southern Gaza, leaving just one brigade in the area. The pullout is being interpreted as tactical rather than a sign that the war may be moving closer to its end. Also on Sunday, Israel and Hamas said that they had both sent delegations to Cairo to join fresh ceasefire negotiations. It is 6 months since Hamas attacked southern Israeli border communities on the 7th of October, killing 1,200 people and taking more than 250 hostages. Israel says that of the 130 hostages still in Gaza, at least 34 are dead. But international pressure for ceasefire is mounting, and the US, which is Israel's closest and most powerful ally, warned earlier this week that its ongoing support for the Gaza war is dependent on specific concrete steps to boost aid and prevent civilian deaths. And that's it for our headlines.
All right, let's get into our topic of the day.
All right, people. So today's topic of the day, most likely going to be a brief one, I think, anyway. But this is linked to an interview that a particular conservative had, I believe it was sometime last week. And she basically made, her name's Alex Phillips. And she basically was talking about her experience with migrants who have come to London and how apparently she feels more unsafe now because of their presence here. But I want you to hear it from her so you can actually see the context of what she's talking about. And then so we can discuss, is her experience legitimate or is this just some foolishness?
For me, because I've been living in London for 10 years. I've also lived in multiple other countries around the world. Never before have I felt as unsafe as I do now. When I walk down the street, I'm increasingly being leered at. I'm increasingly being followed like I'm going around the souks of Morocco. And it's not visibly, to me anyway, people who were born and bred here. It isn't. And it's very difficult because we're not allowed to talk about it because, oh my gosh, that breaks taboo. Oh, you're a racist if you say this. I'm sorry. A lot of women going about their daily business feel that their safety is being directly threatened by people who are coming from different cultures. And this needs to be discussed because I've had enough. All my other female friends have had enough. When I put this stuff online, the number of comments online from other women saying they've had enough and saying thank you for talking about this. Was it not enough when we noticed what was going on with grooming gangs? Was it not enough when we see what's happened to the victim of Abdullah Zaidi? When are we going to have the conversation that women's safety is being mortgaged at the altar of mass immigration and this faux political correctness? Such an important issue for me because I've been living in London for 10 years. I've also...
All right, guys. So before we delve in a bit deeper, what's your thoughts on hearing her?
I didn't listen to what she said.
Can I hear it again?
Go on then. I kissed his teeth. I'm going to answer if I don't know what she said.
Lived in multiple other countries around the world. Never before have I felt as unsafe as I do now. When I walk down the street, I'm increasingly being leered at. I'm increasingly being followed like I'm going around the souks of Morocco. And it's not visibly, to me anyway, people who were born and bred here. It isn't. And it's very difficult because we're not allowed to talk about it because, oh my gosh, that breaks taboo. Oh, you're a racist if you say this. I'm sorry. A lot of women going about their daily business feel that their safety is being directly threatened by people who are coming from different cultures. And this needs to be discussed because I've had enough. All my other female friends have had enough. When I put this stuff online, the number of comments online from other women saying they've had enough and saying thank you for talking about this. Was it not enough when we noticed what was going on with grooming gangs? Was it not enough when we see what's happened to the victim of Abdullah Zaidi? When are we going to have the conversation that women's safety is being mortgaged at the altar of mass immigration and this faux political correctness? Such an...
I was going to say the immigrants are just running her down in the street. Basically, I don't know. I can't speak to her experience if that's what she's going through. We say man whistling her down and thing.
And it's just the migrants.
It's just the migrants.
Mm-hmm. Who would then go on to be part of grooming gangs?
Yeah, I don't know. If that's her lived experience, I mean, I can't diminish it. I don't know.
This is why we sometimes have to diminish people's lived experience because it's fake. It's fake. Where is she going that is only migrants congregated and catcalling and whistling
I don't know.
and her friends?
She might have that look that they're going for though. What she say? They're following her around like she's in the streets of Morocco.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, fantastic. All right.
I think she should have just said her and her white friends. It's definitely a white woman problem. It's like it's giving white feminism. That's what she should have just said. So her banding all women in there, no. Black women's issues are different to the white women's issues. She should have said her and her white friends, especially if it's a thing about immigrants. So I don't think she's speaking to her black immigrant friends about the same problem. She's just got an issue with immigration. And it is racism. So even if she wants to say, oh no, you can't say these things these days because people are so sensitive. No, people are not sensitive. You're just racist. So that's really it.
If it is legitimate, because are you saying that it is legitimate for just her people, basically?
No, I'm saying that she needs not use language that makes it seem like it's a women issue. It's not a women issue. It's a white Britain issue. So she doesn't even need to talk about women. It's a white Brits thing. That's how they talk. The whole go back to your country, all that stuff. That represents white Britain. So I'm not sure why I guess sometimes people have to be clever to know what to say to try and appeal to certain audiences. But saying that when you speak to all your female friends, they all feel the same way, I don't buy that. I just don't buy that. It's more of it's a white Britain issue that she has, and that comes down to racism. So even if her only sample size are women, then it will still be white women. Surely, then again, we had Suella Braverman and Priti Patel, and they are South Asian women. So, but yeah, I think it's a white Britain thing, but she's coded the language as though it's women don't feel safe. Women don't feel safe for other reasons, but many reasons. But I don't think that immigrants is one of the reasons why women don't feel safe. They just don't feel safe, period. Because it can be people that are homebred and it can be immigrants. The safety is not just against immigrants. That's why I don't like the fact that she's tried to band that together. It's that she's representing white Britain. The racist white Britain. Make that clear.
Ben, what's your thoughts? Is your mic gone?
Retweet.
Okay. The thing is, though, yeah, let's obviously look at this from a objective standpoint here. If she is right, if, for example, wherever she lives, for example, I don't know where she lives, that particular area, this is what's happening to her, would it be racist for her to talk about it?
If it's happening to her?
Yeah.
No.
If she's seeing it as, there's an influx of migrants into her particular area, her borough, whatever it may be, and these are her experiences and she's talking about it.
I think it's still racist.
Why?
Because when that silly white man wanted to hate all black women because of his poor experience with Diane Abbott, he was seen as a misogynist and he was seen as sexist.
Yeah.
You cannot band everybody together because you've had bad experiences with certain individuals. Not all migrants that she's come across would have been horrible to her, or would have attacked her, or anything like that. If that was the case, it definitely would have been a police issue. She wouldn't be roaming freely to come to what platform was she on? BBC, wherever, IT, wherever she was, to speak about that. So yeah, it still is racism. If you are going to put all immigrants in the same boat because of experience you've had with certain immigrants, that is definitely still racism. When Liam Neeson said that a black person attacked his friend and he wanted to go out to just any black man and attack them, that was racist. When that white man said he hates all black women because Diane Abbott makes him want to hate all black women, that was racist. Applies to her too.
I hear you.
Well, it's a hypothetical. Oh, I mean, that's what will like give these kind of people fuel for their fire to chat shit and to push their narratives and to push their agendas. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, if it's their lived experience and it's something that's going on, but you can't speak about it, that's where the frustrations come from and the resentments and then all these stupid things come up. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if that was, obviously you're saying if it's hypothetical, it's not real, but if that was your actual lived experience and then you go and speak about it and then you've got the nerve to come and call me racist, that's fucked up. That's how we get in these problems, if that makes sense. Because what do I do then? So what do I do then? I just accept it and I can't say anything, because if I say anything, I'll be vilified when really I'm the victim in the situation. That don't make no sense.
But is there... Because, the reality is this, sometimes you can be maybe victimized by particular people, right, that all look the same, they have all the same commonalities. But the way you articulate it kind of speaks to your mindset, innit? So it sounds like she's basically saying all of these problems have only started because migrants have come to this country. You know what I'm saying? Which...
But I don't know. It's human nature to generalize and stuff. And obviously, maybe like language is important and it's not safe and all that. But you don't police your language when you're talking about white people and you start all of them with the same brush. When you know that there's that they're not all the same. That there's some that could be allies and collaborators and whatever it may be. You don't care. You don't police it. You don't check it. You do it. Everybody does it.
But is this the whole power component where that comes into it?
So then there's one rule for one and one for another. And again, that's where you get into these problems again, because you want to indulge and engage in something, and then when it happens to you, you want to act like it. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, it doesn't make sense. You got to set this tone from the beginning. You got to have the standards and treat everybody fair and equal. Ideally, in an ideal world, I understand people don't do that, but especially coming from people that's been oppressed and stuff their whole life, it's like, why wouldn't you have the forethought to care for other people, to be when you're pushing out agendas and pushing out narratives and whatnot. So you can't say it's cool for you to do it and there's somebody else doing it. It's a problem.
It's not more so. It's not a case of it being okay for anyone to do it or whatever it may be. But I think sometimes you look at the consequence of a particular action. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's reasons why you may have different punishments for people who steal. So someone that steals 5p, you ain't gonna put him in jail for the same amount of time you give somebody who steals 25 million. They're both thieves though. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you've got somebody on this sort of platform who's basically saying this, she's got the power, the influence, and you're already a majority in this country, like 85% of white people, and migrants are coming from places where whatever. Plus, we can't even, no disrespect to her, but nobody can verify the story, how it affects her and her friends.
Yeah, but I was speaking of the hypothetical because I watched that video and I feel like, same way you feel, like it's nonsense, it's a bad message to push, not going to indulge in it, entertain it and whatever. You said if it was true. That true. Changes everything.
Okay.
If it was true.
I guess, but it's more so if it's true that I guess those people that, because remember, she doesn't know if they're migrants. She's just assuming people who look like migrants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Basically foreigners.
Yeah, that's true.
People who are not white, non-whites. You know what I'm saying? And does she have a problem with catcalling as a whole? Is she feeling because she's saying unsafe as well. Is she feeling unsafe because men are just talking, or is it because these are non-white men? You know what I'm saying?
You're saying if it was like white men on the building site, she wouldn't have a problem with it?
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, would she have the same problem? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm assuming if all of a sudden, you know, like...
Well, catcalling is illegal now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true.
That wasn't an immigrant problem. That was a catcalling problem. So you're not supposed to, that it was an issue in the first place anyway. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So there's something to it. I mean, it's easy to say, oh, she's just saying it because they're immigrants or because they look foreign or non-English people. But before we made a big deal about the immigrants and the foreign people, there was a big deal about catcalling. Yeah. So there's a problem there. You can't just, there's something to it.
Yeah, 100% about the catcalling thing, yeah, but she's thrown it in the fact that it seems like the only people that are catcalling her and her friends of guys who've come from, you know what I'm saying, the other side of the world. All of a sudden, these people have come across with no passports or with passports. Their priority is getting Alex Phillips. I don't know.
Well, it's a nonsense anyway. It's just politics, isn't it? You know what I'm trying to say? And what the election's coming up, and these people are struggling to get me, and they need to find issues that are going to galvanise the people. So they want to wind people up. This is what they always do, and they want to make issues and put issues to the forefront that are not really issues. Yeah, that are not really happening. You get what I'm trying to say? But it's just their agendas that they're pushing and the propaganda that they want to push. I think this is just more in keeping with it.
That's him.
With the immigration problem, how you're going towards women's safety and whatnot. Because then if you've got anything bad to say about that, then it changes from you having a problem about immigration to you not wanting to protect women. You get me? So it's all very clever.
Esther, how would you suggest somebody who's, I guess, in her position, relay something that's true, from her perspective anyway, without coming across disingenuous or being accused of being racist?
I think she could just say that she could just talk about women being safe in the streets. You don't have to, like, attach a certain people to it. Because because as an immigrant woman, immigrant women also do not feel safe in the same streets that she's walking on, but they don't feel safe from white men, they don't feel safe from immigrant men, they don't feel safe from a lot of men, period. So the problem is not necessarily immigrant men, the problem is men, period. So if this was really a women's safety situation, a women's safety issue, she should have just presented it as that. But I feel like I feel like a real issue is having issues with immigration, but then trying to like hide that behind an agenda, like a bigger subject matter that actually is a real thing, and actually there's so much work being done for that.
Yeah.
So you having an immigration problem, and then trying to ban that with, oh yeah, because I'm a woman. It's got nothing to do with that. Because also you're talking about immigrant men or whatnot. I don't think she's having conversations with immigrant women either. Because she's saying, my friends, my friends, my friends. The way she's speaking, I don't think she's got any immigrant friends, any immigrant female friends around her. Because you wouldn't use that kind of language. You wouldn't just be saying immigrant so flippantly. It wouldn't be that. So I don't think her issue is to do with, for everyone's issue is to do with safety, yes. However, I think that she's hiding what her big agenda is behind that. So she should have just talked about women's safety. Because women's safety concerns every race of men, every ethnicity of men. That's what she should have just done.
Do you feel like it's just one of those things where all of us, men and women, whatever, have to just be careful with how we say certain things? Because the reason why I'm saying that is because if, for example, Asian women don't find me attractive, right? And I don't live in an Asian area where there's loads of Asian people there, right? And so I'm now talking about women catcalling me. I say, yeah, it always happens, man. Like these black girls, da-da-da-da-da-da. If that's the only women that's around me, right? And it's not Asian people and it's not white people, whatever it may be. Is it a case of, okay, yeah, it's real that it's just black girls, but I have to be careful about how I'm saying that because of how it's perceived? Or is it just a case of what, basically?
I think it's just how you say it. When I'm in an area when I'm in an environment where it's black women, I get catcalled. Like I get catcalled by the black women that are in the space. But if you say it as though like everywhere you go, whether it's white area, black area, Asian area, wherever you go, there's just wherever black woman is there, just lurking, it's just ready to catcall you. It just sounds a bit wild. It's about like it's really to do with language, and I think with certain subject matters, you've got to read the room and read the climate. Like there's been a lot of conversation about immigration. There's been a lot of conversation about that boat that Rishi and his little friends are trying to get. There's been a lot of immigration talk. There's been a lot of stuff going on with that. There's been a lot of situation with racism. We've just come off the whole situation with Diane Abbott and stuff. There's been so many things that you have to know. You have to have tact when it is that you're trying to address certain issues. And that's just really what it is. No one's trying to say she's not experienced what she's experienced. No one's taken away from her, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. However, it's about how it is that you talk about things. It's about how it's just the language that you use. Using like there's certain words that are buzzwords that the racist whites will hear that and be like, yeah, she's on our side. But actually she might be fighting a very different cause to them. But you've used a word that gets them going. And then now before you know it, like now your real issue that you're trying to tackle is now being muddied because racists feel like, oh yeah, we've got a leg to stand on. And it's just sometimes it's just about language. It's just about language. So
I think you summed it up there, man. All right. I think we can wrap it up there.
All right, let's get into our next headlines then.
All right, so our next headline takes us to Senegal. Remember the other day, last week, we were talking about the new Senegalese prime minister. Well, Senegal has a new government with 25 ministers and 5 junior ministers. This is what the Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko said on Friday following the president's landslide election victory in March. So yeah, it was a new president, pardon me. So the cabinet was approved by President Bassirou Diomaye Faye, who's 44, who was inaugurated on Tuesday, and appointed Sonko, who was one of his key backers, to be his prime minister. Faye succeeded President Macky Sall, whose 12-year presidency saw a rising wave of public discontent. The cabinet will be closely watched after Faye made radical campaign promises, such as dropping the CFA franc. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. I'll be so happy if he does, man. Oh, man. Sorry. Sorry.
Want a moment?
Yeah, sorry. Because remember the other day I was talking about how, at least from my perspective, I think Christy was agreeing with me that France are the worst colonial power. One of the reasons is because of the CFA franc. This is how they keep those francophone countries poor. So if he can really get rid of this, I'll be so happy. Like, this would mean so much for Africa, 100%. So yeah, anyway, the former tax inspector also promised an audit of the oil, gas, and mining sectors as well. So yeah, man, big up Mr. President. Next headline takes us to Rwanda, where Rwanda's president on Sunday led commemorations to mark 30 years since the 1994 genocide that killed more than 1 million people, and said that the conditions that led to the slaughter would never be allowed to exist again in his country's politics. Over 100 days, starting on April 7th, 1994, Tutsis and moderate Hutus, were systematically massacred by Hutu extremists, led by the Rwandan army and a militia known as the Rwanda's president, Paul Kagame, and his wife led 37 visiting leaders at a wreath-laying ceremony at a genocide memorial in the capital, Kigali, that contains the remains of some 250,000 people. The International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda, which was set up in Tanzania in late 1994 to try the masterminds of the genocide, closed in 2015 after convicting 61 suspects. More prominent suspects have been since caught after decades on the run. I believe we spoke about one guy sometime last year as well, how they caught him. Kagame has been the president since 2000, but effectively in control since his rebel force, the Rwandan Patriotic Front, the RPF, marched into Kigali in 1994 to end the genocide. He said that his country had taken great strides in the last 30 years. I know there's a lot of controversy depending on what side of the argument you stand, but I respect Kagame a lot, man. He's a good president. And our last headline, trigger warning. And a manhunt is underway after after police named...
Good president stuff. I mean, he has his fingerprints on the whole Congolese.
That's why I said
I beg you to say that as well as you're saying he's a good president, mate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the side of the thingy that you think in it. From his perspective, he's just seeing it as a lot of his enemies went into Congo. This is why a lot of the back and forth happened many years ago. But anyway, that's another story. A manhunt is underway after police named a man they suspect stabbed a mother to death on a busy shopping street in Bradford. Police are looking for Habiba Masum and said to have been known to the 27-year-old victim. Detectives were appealing for members of the public to report any sightings of this man who's 25 and who's from the Oldham area. Police were called to Westgate at the junction with Drewton Road at 3:21 p.m. on Saturday after reports of a woman being stabbed by a man who then fled. The woman later died in hospital. She's yet to be formally identified, but is understood to have been 27 years old. This is according to the force. Masum, who's believed to have been known to the woman, is described as an Asian man of slim build. A knife was recovered from the scene of the murder, but it cannot be said if Habiba Masum is armed. It's urged to not approach him, but to call 999 immediately. And that's it for our headlines. Time to pay them bills.
It's been like the days where they used to plaster people's pictures on trees and stuff. So you know who's wanted and whatnot, like milk cartons and that kind of stuff. I don't know who the hell we're talking about.
Yeah.
How would I know? If I saw him, how would I know? It's crazy, man. Anyways, let's get into some word and road. All right. I hate it when the girls are fighting, man. Every time the girls are fighting, I hate it. But that's the kind of stuff the guys in this room respect, so it's wonderful. So basically, JT and GloRilla were going through it. Or they're going through it. Yeah, they were going through it. I can't, for the life of me, seem to understand how we got here. Basically, apparently, there's a rumor circling around that GloRilla slapped JT one time, and apparently people have not denied. I don't even know, but there's this rumor circling the streets or whatnot. So anyways, someone must have commented on a post saying, does anybody know why Glo slapped her at that award show? As in JT. Then JT said, she never slapped me ever, never. Like, you'll find somebody you can play with. But then GloRilla's got a song from her new project where she basically said, she talked about JT, talked about female rappers and whatnot. And she said, I just pray one day the bad bitches will come together because Cardi and Nicki on a track would break some records. Me and JT ain't the best of friends, but we ain't beefing. yeah, so that was that. And then there was that. And then JT then tweeted saying, then he went on Twitter, then JT said, said she didn't, she's the one who went radio silent, played into the narrative essentially, released a song about slapping rap bitches. Now she's talking about female unity. And then GloRilla, and then someone was like, oh, so all this time you were talking about GloRilla. Then she said, no, I wasn't. I don't know these girls like that to have problems with them. I always wish them the best first. And then someone said, well, who started the rumor then? And why hasn't Glo cleared it up? That's weird. And then JT said, I guess she was waiting on her tape to address. And who's going to clear up going viral for slapping someone when the whole hood believed it? It was on brand. Then GloRilla then came into the chat and said, I mentioned your name to clear the air. I mean, I don't really clear the air. You just said you guys are... Anyway, whatever. She says, what you wanted me to say, I didn't slap you, but I hit you with a purse instead. Then she says, scary asshole. And this is where it starts going dark. Then JT says, you're a liar. B word, you didn't hit me with shit, fanned out, whatever. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of slang going on in there that's just stressing my brain out. And then GloRilla was like, ho, shut your damn ass up and fix them ugly ass wigs. I said, it ain't no beef. You're the one with the secret animosity. And then JT just started going in and said, ugly shouldn't leave your mouth ever. She said, ugly shouldn't leave your mouth ever, Joe. You look like you was born feet first, pussy asshole. Don't mention me. Secret animosity, why? And then GloRilla was deleting her tweets, talking about, no free prom and whatnot. And then JT was like, you said my name, you air mattress brain. But then they've got a song together. They've got FNF remix and JT's on it. And JT said, I honestly thought Glo was a real bitch. But she's not, because she caused all that shit with FNF remix too, came in the game messy and phony, ready to switch on your homies. Anyways, they were going back and forth for a long ass time. It basically became a thing of like, then GloRilla started cussing JT for doing club appearances. She's basically got club appearances at the moment. People try to clown her about, but she's building her solo career. So she's doing club appearances where she's like performing at clubs and whatnot. She's got like a whole bunch of dates and whatnot. And then GloRilla tries to like cuss her for that, make fun of her for that. But then she was like, people start from somewhere. So what are you talking about? She's like, furthermore, anyway, you're a support act on someone else's tour. So what are you talking about? Like, people aren't paying to see you. They're paying to see the main act and you just happen to be there. It was a whole bunch of stuff talking about, oh, let's meet in person and let's go and fight. Anyway, that's what's happening. And then obviously people started talking about, oh, how Young Miami didn't step into the fight to help her and whatnot. So I don't think that City Girls are together anymore. I think Young Miami and JT have broken up as City Girls. Also, Sosa Santana used to be JT's friend, but then when she went to jail was, I guess, filling in the friendship with Young Miami. But then it looks as though she's not friends with Santana anymore. I think they unfollowed each other or something like that. It's a whole thing. But anyway, speaking of Young Miami anyway, 50 Cent's been out here trolling. Posted a clip where, so she was on Jason Lee's podcast one time and she said that she's a whore. And then he posted that with a dictionary definition of a whore, which is a prostitute. And 50 Cent said, it's okay to be a whore, just make sure you're being overpaid. See a sucker, catch a sucker dry. He said, you go, girl. And of course, he tagged his alcoholic beverages. And then Young Miami responded to it and said, I think this got taken out of context. Obviously, the whole sex worker thing in Diddy's lawsuit and whatnot. So she said, I think this got taken out of context. It's a gay slur. What's up, whore? It's something my gay cousin always said to me. It's cunt. That's a slang as well. It's cunt, sorry. It's a slang that we said to each other. That's what I was trying to explain to Jason because he's gay and he got what I was trying to say. I'm not a prostitute. I never sold pussy a day in my life. And I hate how this is getting spun. Speaking of which, she also had an appearance over the weekend. Some guy tried to sue her, tried to serve her papers for the Act Bad. So Diddy had a song called Act Bad, had Young Miami, and I don't know if JT, no, I don't think JT was on there, but had Young Miami on the song anyway. It's part of this project that Lil Rod produced that he didn't pay the guy for, and the guy's allegedly going to sue him now. But anyway, he's got a song called Act Bad, and he was on this whole Act Bad tour where he was just acting bad. Well, apparently he has been acting bad, but anyway. And obviously Young Miami's on a song, so she's promoting the song or whatnot. Anyway, the guy tried to serve her papers for Act Bad merch, but she's not the one who's trademarked Act Bad. I don't know. It's a whole mess anyway. But she basically just said that She's tired of the internet and people messing with her every day. She said, trying to serve me some paper over merch that I'm not selling is lame. Everybody wants to go viral so bad. Let's go viral. I'm tired. Then she said, she basically just said, just leave me alone. But people have been on her a lot, man. But she also expressed that she's going through, like, she's been dealing with, like, a lot. I guess with the whole Diddy stuff and always trending every day and some people saying these things about you, we'll get to you after a while. But she basically talked about how Sis Santana has been a good friend to her and being there for her. She's had, like, a lot of bad days and da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah, she's going through it, rightfully. Well, as one could expect. So Romeo and Juliet is going to the West End and they put out their cast for the play. There's a lovely black girl on there. Her name is, I think she's Ghanaian actually, Francesca Amewudah-Rivers. And she will be playing Juliet. Tom Holland is playing Spider-Man. He's playing Romeo. She's been getting a whole bunch of racism thrown at her because of it. Like, so bad that the production company or the play company actually had to come out and release a statement. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. But they'll tell you now that this country is not racist. But this is the same thing they did with Little Mermaid, so it's crazy. But they basically put out a statement, the Jamie Lloyd company, they put out a statement saying, following the announcement of our Romeo and Juliet cast, there has been a barrage of deplorable racial abuse online directed towards a member of our company. Obviously, that'll be Francesca. They said this must stop. We are working with a remarkable group of artists. We insist that they are free to create work without facing online harassment. We will continue to support and protect everyone in our company at all costs. Any abuse will not be tolerated and will be reported. Bullying and harassment have no place online, in our industry, or in our wider communities. Our rehearsal room is full of joy, compassion, and kindness. We celebrate the extraordinary talent of our incredible collaborators. The Romeo and Juliet community will continue to rehearse with generosity and love and focus on the creation of our production. Signed, the Jamie Lloyd company. That's so wild that sometimes with these stories that we've always known in literature and stuff, if a black person gets cast as a main character, all of a sudden now they don't belong there and they just start getting abused. That's wild. But yeah, love to her, big up her. That's an amazing thing to be doing. Speaking of amazingness, Zeze Millz is going to be a host on Capital Xtra. Yeah, she's announced as a host, as the newest host on Capital Xtra. So Global posted saying, we're excited to welcome Zeze Millz to the Capital Xtra family, where she'll be hosting the mid-morning Sunday show from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. starting this weekend. That's lit. So her first show would have been yesterday. But big up to Zeze. Zeze's doing amazing well, man. She's killing it. Someone else who's been trending all weekend is Aoki Lee Simmons. This is Russell Simmons' daughter. She's 21 years old and she's going out with a man. Well, he's a restaurant, he's a Serafina restaurant group founder. Let me find out what restaurants they have actually. Hold on. Serafina restaurants. Let's see. But anyways, he's 65 years old. She's 21 years old and he's 65 and they basically were on holiday together and the press saw pictures of them lip sync. It was wild. This man anyway, he's such an old man. Obviously there's a 44-year age gap, which in my opinion is just absolutely disgusting. I think it's absolutely disgusting. But then again, her daddy also got her mum with a wild age gap like that as well. Because her mum was 18 or something like that when she met Russell, and he was 40 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So this is how generational trauma, generational curses happen. But yeah, basically they were out together. It was so funny though because she was on Insta Live and she was documenting the last day or something like that. And then he was there. Anyways, this guy is just talking about how he brought Mary J. Blige into it. And cis man's a business. He basically said how Mary J. Blige wanted to get with him. And then she had to be like, shh, like, stop talking kind of thing. And then someone in the comments was saying they should go to, no, not Congo. They should go to Kenya. And then he goes, oh no. What did he say? He said something like, about it's not safe. He was like, oh no, it's not safe to go there, And then they suggested somewhere else. They suggested Japan. He goes, yeah, that's more like it. He's an old man. Old people speak their minds. But anyway, personally, I think this is disgusting. I do have a theory though. What, you laughing at me? Think it's disgusting? Yeah, of course it is. It's a 44-year age gap. I have a theory though. I think, that she. Cause remember, there was a while ago I reported how she called out her dad for like some stuff. He was being emotionally abusive and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I reckon she's working with the feds, and this is how they're gonna get that man out of Bali. I reckon this is all part of a grand plan, because surely, he looks like he's got like old people breath. That's just so. That's so icky. He's not even like a. Oh,
The
gosh.
fact that he was on that clip and she was there talking, and then he was like, I don't know if it was to be cool or just to let everybody know that black women like him. He was
I don't think.
You know, Mary J. Blige.
I don't think he knew she was live. I think she said he saw it. I don't think he knew that she was actually recorded. I think he just said it. But all people do stuff like that. They just say stuff. I don't think he knew that she was recording. Because surely when she then says, actually maybe he just didn't register it. Maybe he doesn't understand how technology works. Because why would you say Kenya is not safe? And then when they say Japan, you say, yeah, that's more like it. It's wild.
I think she's a tapped individual.
Of course they are, but the whole family is though. From the dad to the mum to her. She's got another sibling. I don't know. We'll see how that one turns out. But of course, it's a weird family.
Has the mum done something crazy?
Well, to be fair, she was groomed, to be fair. But
I mean,
she did do something. She did do it. She did.
Because she moved on, right? She got married to...
Yeah, but apparently he was weird or something. He was a weirdo as well or something like that.
Oh, was it?
But then sometimes it carries on. It's an effect of your grooming. It's like the remnants of it. I don't know these rich people, what they do. But obviously he's clearly a rich guy. A very rich man. Very, very wealthy. His name is Victoria Asaf. That's his name. He's 65 years old. That's disgusting. But anyways, yeah, so she's 21 with a 65-year-old boyfriend. Her dad, my bad. Her dad did actually post something on Instagram, because obviously he's in Bali. I think he should come down and look at this close up, go investigate further. But he made a post saying, throwback from last Father's Day NYC. Bode Brickram yoga express class, vegan lunch, whatever. He's doing some vegan shit. He says, all around amazing day. Then he tags her, say, Aoki Lee Simmons, love you always. I'm always waiting for any call, anytime. Sir, you need to not be waiting for a call. You need to show up. But then how can you show up though? Because I'll be honest with you, as my dad, you can't say shit to me because you did the same thing when you got mum. So you can't come now and tell me. And then all these allegations against you as well. Yeah, you definitely got a leg to stand on. So all the best to that family and how they're, dealing with things. Obviously, we talk about the J. Cole situation. Yeah. Interesting though. So if J. Cole had carried on with his beef with Kendrick, even though they were friends, you guys, that would have been like, he's such a man for you guys.
No, I'm not reading.
Even though it would have been a fake beef.
You're reading into it.
Clearly not. You don't have to
this
say
is
that.
just how hip hop goes, isn't it?
Yeah, but even if they're friends behind the scenes, do people not care about that in hip hop? In hip hop land,
No.
even if they're friends they're friends behind the scenes, they probably chew together, whatever. But you see them probably dissing each other. Doesn't that come across as lame to you people?
No, for the longest while they've been
that's cute.
dropping jabs. I mean, even J. Cole has been saying, if anybody wants to step to me, I'll murder them. He's been saying that. So for him now, after he dropped that back-to-back with Drake, obviously pull him out in the first place, to him now to say, all right, cool, after I've dropped it, I'll let the weekend fester, and then I'm going to pull it back, everybody's going to basically be, what the hell did you even do it for in the first place? Why did you do it for in the first place?
The same thing, a lot of humans react. People react in a moment, and then after you've reacted, you're like, actually, do you know what? In hindsight, I should have done that. It's called hindsight.
But because they're friends, it's cool.
But that's the thing, but that's what I was thinking though. Yeah, but do you think that though? So do you think that they could have been beefing each other rap-wise, saying things about each other, the way rap goes, the way you have to say things about, and you can still be friends in real life?
Yeah, it's competition.
Yeah, that could have been my friend.
It's healthy competition.
That could be my friend.
Huh?
That would work for me. Nah, that wouldn't work for me. You can't be my friend and be doing stuff for content in public, saying, because with rap here, you're gonna have to say stuff that, like, it has to dig.
Not personal stuff. Because like you said, they're friends.
But what rap beef has never been personal? Because even if I say that I'm better than you at rap, that's still personal. I'm saying your shit.
No, you're both elite rappers. You're just saying I'm better. I'm number one.
Yeah, but even that, but everything, there's nothing that you're gonna say that's not gonna be personal.
Yeah, but what I mean is like, as long as you're not crossing the line, talking about his wife, his girlfriend, his parents, his kids, stuff like that. Just keeping it like I'm lyrically better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But doesn't that get
my
boring
albums
after
are
that?
the best.
How does that happen war-wise?
No, but that shows how good they are. That they can talk like that and it still be engaging.
It's like football.
I don't watch football.
Good morning, Ramsey.
What's going on?
Morning, Ramsey.
Morning.
Morning. Yo, tell him, that's what Jacob. This is what I'm saying. He should have. Personally, I don't really see a big deal with him apologizing. I do think it fucking tarnishes all of the bars he was dropping about him moving like he was sick, like he was hard. And genuinely, I feel bad for him because he's
so
getting
it is a big
fucking
deal for you, then.
dragged. Huh?
So it is a big deal for you then.
Yeah, I feel like it tarnishes him apologizing, tarnishes everything he said before. And I only say that in regards to him moving with those crud bars.
How does that work?
If
though?
he never,
How does him
because-
apologizing take away from the track that people thought was good? It's still good.
what
It's
set
just
him,
I just don't want to
set
go
him
out
in
my
a
friend
draw?
anymore.
What set him in a draw?
No, but like if people, so on Friday, people are losing their thongs over the fact that they felt like, oh my gosh, they called you a great job, killed Kendrick, Now he's come to apologize. How did that take away from what you thought was a good job?
I haven't heard anyone say 7 Minute Draw was a good job.
Fair enough.
I haven't seen or heard anyone saying 7 Minute Drill. Just that one track, the diss was good. I've heard loads of people say the EP was good, and it is good, but the diss was shit. But everyone kind of took that and just said, yeah, it was just a light jab, like it was nothing serious. But they're friends anyway.
I said it was
but now
very friendly. He didn't want to cross the line.
Yeah, exactly. But now him apologizing now shows something else. It now shows, wait, hold on. So one, you're able to get peer pressured, and two, you're really, really scared of this guy. You're scared of Kendrick. There is no other way to take this. You're scared of Kendrick.
No,
Even
I don't know.
with you
I
doing
don't
a light
think there's no
jab.
other way to take it.
Because think about it.
But people, you guys,
Think about it.
just don't want to take it that way.
I don't take it that way.
Because I think saying that he's scared of him, it's not about being scared of him. He respects him because he mentions their friendship in the whole thing. So I don't think it's necessarily like I'm scared of him. If he was scared of him, he never would have dropped in the first place. So there's other ways to take it. I think people just don't want to take it that way.
No, let's go with your notion of thinking anyway. Yeah. So let's go. I don't subscribe to it, but let's go with that. If he's not scared and then Kendrick responded and bodied him, it is what it is.
No, but he said that.
Who cares? No one.
He said that though. He said if Kendrick feels like he does want to respond and whatever, he will take you on the chin.
I've had enough.
No, it's too late now because he's given up.
No fair. There's no bodies. There's no killing. These men are all idiots. These are talking and worrying about these two hippies beefing and getting excited. There was no beef. We got gas. There was never no chance of nothing. These men are idiots. These men are all idiots. This is what.
Why is that? Well, because no one's getting shot.
Spengs. They're spengs, and now they tapped into their speng spirit, and this is what we got. You get what I'm trying to say? Hip hop's dead. This was not Nas and Jay-Z. This was not no Ether. This was never gonna be that. They ain't got it. They can't walk in that spirit. These men ain't got it, and they've shown.
I wish
it.
he spoke like that on Friday.
They've
because
shown
on
it.
Friday,
Wait, hold on. But no. Hold on. Why
you
though?
did not give this energy on Friday, so it's so void.
It's not flip flap because you
Flip-flap.
don't know.
You're
You don't know what you don't know.
Crazy.
Listen, I
Crazy.
said on Friday what
Like
I
a fish
liked
out of
was
water.
the energy that he's coming to war. He's walked out the war before he even got a reply. So I was wrong. Not even that I was wrong. I love that. I was probably right.
Of course you do.
Yeah, I was probably
You
right.
would love it.
No, I
You
was
would.
no, I
You
was
would
wrong
love it.
about
Dead
I was
wrong.
wrong
You would love
about
it.
I was wrong about his mindset, not wrong about what it meant. He was there looking in the mirror saying, "Oh shit, now I've got to go to war." And I don't want to do this. I'm not a warmonger. I'm not on this. This ain't my story. I'm not bad. I'm an idiot. Why did I do that? So then he's walked it back. This is what I'm trying to say. It's nothing to say that the diss was so crazy. I'm saying what was getting ready to be lined up, what we was all romanticizing and fantasizing about this crap, about we was going to get war from two juggernauts going head to head, lyrical beef and stuff. And like I said, we've all done that all in our own minds. They're not built like this. They're idiots.
Who's they? You keep on saying they. Who's they?
You know he stabbed
Him,
himself in the
Kendrick,
back.
all of them.
He stabbed himself in the back.
But how? But Kendrick came out. He's been asking him to come out.
Yeah, but
and none of
I'm
them have
trying
come
to
out.
say,
So why is Kendrick shit?
No, but I'm saying like even with the like, it's like Kendrick's a speng anyway. It's two idiots. Like, don't you get it? Like, we've lost ourselves. It's like Kendrick ain't done nothing wrong, but now we're just showing this is his level. This is the playing field. That's their pairs anyway. This is the ones. There's the big three. You know this crap. This is the levels. They're idiots. They're all idiots anyway. It's bullshit.
I don't understand why you feel so strong. I'm lost, man. Why? Because people.
Oh, he's gonna save him. Oh, he's doing. They ain't none of these man ain't doing nothing. These all idiots. I can't.
Hey, yo, Mark, it's not. Wait, are you talking about because there's no gun talk? Are you talking about because there's no gun talk because no one's getting shot? Is that what you care about?
Ramsey, he's really vexed
bollocks.
that J. Cole made him say what he said on Friday last. So he's made to look like a little willy now. So he's vexed.
No, Marks isn't like that. Marks isn't like that.
No, sorry.
You're a punk like J. Cole then, because why are you apologizing for what you just said?
Yeah, no.
So you're all punks. Anyway, I'm done with this conversation. Ramsey, what else?
Anyway, hold on.
It's not in that on me. I'm talking about them.
You went hard on Friday and now you're like, crap.
I never went hard.
Hold on.
I'm going to clip it up.
That's fine.
Retweet it.
Who cares? I probably won't. But what I'm trying to say is, no one don't give a shit. I'm not a Cole fan, innit? So I wasn't sitting here salivating. You was going by and going, ooh, quoting lyrics and talking shit. I wasn't salivating over the thing. I was saying the stage has been set for some back and forth. Remember when Jada Kiss and Beanie Siegel, when we were going to get songs and stuff like that? I'm saying the stage is set for some beef. That's what I said. That's all I said. I never said anybody's amazing or anybody's my favorite or anybody gonna die. I said the stage has been set for us to have some beef. Thought there's gonna be like a little rally going on, a little tennis racket. We're gonna get some music.
It's
that's all I said.
Drake and Kendrick I want to see.
And he's backed out of it. So now that's not there no more.
The Drake
so
and
nothing
Kendrick
I said
I
on
wanna
Friday is any problem for me.
Drake and Kendrick. We're looking for Drake and Kendrick.
We don't want Drake and Kendrick.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. This is what I'm trying to say. We don't. No one wants to listen to these fucking idiots.
To be honest, you don't listen to Kendrick anyway.
No
That's
one-
why you say
Yeah,
what you
so
say.
that's why you're
No
mad
one
passionate of
listens to
someone you don't listen to.
No one wants to listen to these idiots.
I think you don't listen to J.
Wow,
Cole,
but,
you don't listen to Kendrick.
I'm trying to listen. Just
So
stay
what's
a
the point of
hip-hopper
this?
is so
What's the
sad.
point of what we're doing?
Hold on. Anyway.
Well, fine.
Anyway.
It's fine. No one wants to listen to these idiots. I thought we were going to get a little war. We're not going to get no war. And why? Because they're idiots. This is what I'm trying to say to you. That's it.
Anyway,
Cole fans.
for man them who listen to hip hop. Anyway, because obviously, Margs, you don't fuck with most of them anyway, apart from Drake. Anyway, J. Cole isn't.
You don't listen to any of them. What's the problem?
I don't want to see none of these. I'm saying this is.
You have
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to see
so
none
loud.
of these idiots.
But you don't
talking
listen to
up.
them. You don't
I don't want to
listen
see
to
none of
them.
these
So what's
idiots
the point?
talking up and thinking
He
again.
was made to say what he said on Friday.
Then that's you. That's on you.
It is on
Maybe you
him.
should have waited until you'd done that.
Doesn't live here.
But tell me what I said on Friday, because you keep saying it. You keep trying to paint this
You said,
narrative.
"Ooh,
I didn't say, ooh.
That was good. Now I was going to
didn't.
bring him out. You're like, ooh. And I said, that's
I
crap.
didn't.
Like,
You was
no, I
you
love
was-
the fact that he's
you was
calling him
doing all
out.
you was doing all the ooh. Exactly. So
No, I was doing all the ooh.
No, I weren't doing no oohing. You was doing all the
For
oohing.
pie.
For what?
Pie.
What's that?
See, why have you even talking? Let's go on to the reaction.
What's pie?
Reaction. That's when we're gonna have a back and forth. Let's move on.
What's
you
pie?
said what you've said. All right, cool. Don't worry. And then you just said you flipping looked. You listened to the album. When you were home, Pie's on the album with Absol and Daylight.
That trash at my house.
That track was wavy.
How's it going?
Oh, can you imagine?
Let me play it. Let me see if it thing. There was a couple there. There was one or two on there. That
You
I
said
heard
there
that
were
was
none.
alright. I didn't like.
You
it.
said there was shit. You said it was shit.
It didn't move me enough to press like, but I heard a couple that was not that bad.
Anyway, Ramsey, what else were you saying?
Thank you. All right. So now I can't remember. I'm lost now. So now the fact that J. Cole has apologized, it's now just made it. It's made him look worse. If Kendrick came out, responded, bodied Cole, no one would have cared. They would have gone, alright, boom, that's Kendrick. No one really gives a shit. Cole should have ignored it. He should have ignored it from the start and just carried on doing what he was doing, riding his bike. No one would have thought any less of
Riding his
him.
bike.
Now he's getting dragged. No, I fuck with Cole. His EP was hard. I obviously I'm gonna disagree with Muggs, but I think his EP was hard. I think it was really good. Body of work. Sentiment of Drill was doo-doo. And now I feel like because J. Cole has apologized, Drake is quaking.
You know, Ramsey, what it means going forward with J. Cole, he can't be talking about he's the best anymore. Just drop them bars out of your raps You can't talk about it.
Ooh.
I still think
Just
he
drop
can.
it out.
I think you can.
How?
You just said I'm not.
Yeah, I don't think I agree with that.
He
Yeah,
can.
I don't think I agree with that.
Talk to me.
Because he can say
still, sorry, Ram. I'm so sorry, Ramsey. He can still say all these other bitches are my sons. But Kendrick, I just don't want to go to war with my friend. He said that because he didn't say that if Drake responds, he didn't apologize to Drake. He apologized to the man he has a personal relationship with. He can definitely still say that.
That's not how it works.
But sorry, Ramsey. Of course.
I think if Cole carries on doing what he's doing, focusing on himself, focusing on dropping good bodies of work, he can definitely say he's up there with the big three.
No, he can say he's up there because I feel
say
like
he's the
most,
best.
but he can't say he's the best. Not anymore.
Okay, hold on. Brent, you need to stop talking. First and foremost, stop, because you're chatting shit. If Drake can come back after, hold on. No, because Brent, you're chatting shit. If Drake can come out and say he's the fucking best and you're shaboinging him after he's got fucking ghostwriting allegations, Cole can do whatever the fuck he wants just because he's apologized. It's not that deep.
It is.
Drake has got fucking ghostwriting allegations. Huh?
It's deeper than what you just suggested. To suggest that Drake can't say he's the best because there are quote-unquote allegations for him having ghostwriters, I don't know what it means.
And allegations are a light word. As soon as anything to do in rap, if you've got even an allegation or whiff of someone writing your bars, you're null and void for the best rapper.
What you're saying is that if it is Drake actually responds to Kendrick and they go back to back, all your arguments are going to be is, did Drake write that? Are you dumb?
What? Are you dumb?
I asked a question. Let me. So I apologize for asking if you're dumb. Remove that part to the end and answer my question before me saying, are you dumb?
I think that will always tarnish his legacy, yes? I think there will be people saying...
This is pointless. As Mark said, this is pointless. It's pointless.
So you're saying someone who came out with one hand saying he wrote... Sorry, was it one leg or one? Either way. They said that he wrote his bars, not agreeing, he corroborated that information. You're telling me as a poet, as a rapper, as anything, that's not going to stick to him.
Thank you very much, Ramsey, for your insight. Always
this
enjoy
guy.
it.
Don't you dare wash him off the floor.
I'm saying
Ramsey, what else
I'm giving him the flowers before he gets off the phone. He could decide to get off in 10 minutes. I'm giving him flowers.
No. I wrap it up. Everyone is scared of Kendrick. That's it. No one wants it with him. I've been saying that from the beginning, and it carries on.
Over beef between two hippies.
Yes, over hip hop. Yes, this is hip hop. Yes,
that is so real.
hip hop. Not every day getting shot.
Kendrick said the first time he smoked weed, he threw up because it had PCP in it. They're chatting shit. It was just strong weed. Just a good
Hold on, baby.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I'm coming in a minute, baby. Hold on, give me a second.
These man need to be pillow fighting or something like that. You know what it is? The fan bases. I'm not like you. Like, the Kendrick fans and Cole fans, you people. I'm not like you. Like, I'm cut from different cloth. Just whatever. Even Drake, even like Drake stands, like the super stands. They all people. These are people are cut from different cloths, innit? I'm just from a different era. So I can't relate.
How does that get horns?
No, but Brent does horns for anything Mark says. So that doesn't. Brent is Mark's biggest cheerleader, even when he's saying nothing, even when he's saying because you don't like, you have no horses in the race for J. Cole, for Kendrick, for Drake.
It don't matter, man. Let's get Future back involved, man. Let's get Future in the race.
Let's get Future.
Let's get Future. Let's get Hendrix. Let's not talk about Hendrix, man. I don't want to talk about real rappers.
You don't care about any of these people. You don't listen to any of these people. Yet your opinion's been the loudest. And that mug over there is doing horns.
Let's talk about.
All right. Y'all don't piss me off today anyway. I'm leaving after this crap.
I'll listen to Future then. All three of y'all.
Do you listen to Future?
Yeah.
Okay, so at least we can respect your opinion then when that comes. That's good.
Cool.
That's wonderful.
I don't want to see Drake and Future.
I don't want to see Drake. I don't want Future.
I
I don't want to see none of these
man.
I don't want to see none of these man beefing already. Don't you see? I'm already started watching wrestling back. I've seen idiots in tights.
I don't need to see. Wild for I don't need to see everybody that they're spangs, but you're there.
Why don't you want
tuning into wrestling?
Exactly. I'd rather watch the Rock. I'd rather watch the final boss. I'd rather watch the final boss and the tribal chief.
You have a belt?
You have a belt in it? No, but I'd get one. I'd rather watch them, man, than watch Drake, Cole, and Kendrick fuck around in foolishness, bro. Don't you listen? This stuff's more riveting. I'd rather see if Stone Cold's gonna come back. I'd rather watch Undertaker reappear in the ring and chokeslam the final boss than listen to these fucking idiots.
It's not the vibe.
That's what I'd rather do.
You just want nonsense rap. It's just nonsense rap.
Yeah,
It's just nonsense.
I just don't understand if you
Yeah,
don't like
alright, cool.
something, why
He-
it is that you've been allowed, you've
he knows
continued
what he
to check it
likes.
more than anybody else.
It's crap.
It's very wild. The world is upside down today, boy.
All right, love you, lot.
Bye.
Love you, Ramsey.
Safe, safe, Leo.
Thank you.
All right, peace.
Anyway, you want us to play a Terrence Howard clip? Brent's doing the last bit of Word on Road.
All right, check this out, people. Check this out, people. God damn.
A lot of money that should have been.
Well, let's go to another one.
I'm just saying.
CAA create.
Let's just deep this. Let's just deep
Is this a wig? What is this? Is this from a show or something? What is this?
This is not a skit.
This is how he's walking around.
Woo, that's all his hair, you know.
Creative Artists Agency, they represented me. They also represented some of the people from Big Bang Theory. They also did the deal with Fox. My show was with Fox. The people from Big Bang was with Fox. We had 28 million viewers. They had 11 million viewers.
Wow.
They were getting $2 million, damn near $3 million an episode, those white kids that had no name recognition, no Oscar nominations, none of that. We have 28 million viewers, and these jokers are paying me $325,000 an episode. And I'm like, every year I'm asking my agents what's going on. I didn't know that the packaging deal, my agents were incentivized to keep my pay low. So they'll go to Fox and say no, and they'll say no themselves because they were producers. They owe me over $120 million based on what would have been paid to white counterparts.
Yeah.
So now I'm in the process of suing them about it. And when I asked them about my money, they sent me a check for $666.
Wait.
$666
Deep that.
to say.
Wait.
$666 exactly.
What?
Not saying where it's from. So I was like, "Oh, y'all trying to threaten me.
Look, that's a marketing piece. No,
this is a threat. This is a
marketing
threat
piece
right here. And y'all think I'm scared? You think I'm gonna be quiet about this? Because I wonder what you're doing to every other black artist.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's
how do you negotiate $2 million for a white cat? And negotiate $325,000 for a black cat that has 3 times what the white cat is getting. They were getting $750,000 for a 30-second spot for advertisement. That's what you get for bigger sometimes than the Super Bowl. And they were getting that every week from us, but they were incentivized, and that's why packaging deals were illegal. But now I'm waiting to go to court now to deal with CAA concerning that stuff. And they're like, "Oh, don't you want to work in the business?" No, I want my money so I don't have to work. That's the whole point of working. I wanted to retire so I can do what I got to do.
Oh my God. So this is important to know.
Going on,
because I know you've heard.
I had to get back on the stroll.
Well, has he got a case?
I'm guessing he does, but the 666 check. Don't you think Hollywood's mask is slipping?
Right.
They're not hiding anymore.
Yeah, but what is the?
What's the relevance of 666?
What is it? I know the significance of the number.
Why is it significant?
Because of what it means or
What does it
whatever it does. But I'm saying, what is the actual, the messaging? What does it actually do? If that makes sense.
It tells him who's in charge.
Yeah.
What? Giving
Or
him.
maybe we've got you already.
So it's like a threat.
Yeah, maybe.
Mark of the Beast. Hey.
And you'll be running around telling me Brent's conspiracy theory is nut. And then they've just given him a check for $666.
I get it, but I'm saying, where does that?
I think someone just playing, someone in the clerk's office just shits and gigs.
I don't know how they came to that number, but what I'm trying to say is what does it actually do, if that makes sense?
It says, here we are.
Maybe stop pursuing this. Maybe. Yeah.
Imagine getting a check, right? Obviously, I'm guessing they didn't think he would be bold enough to basically come and say this on air. But joke's on them now.
Right.
Nah, I get it. Mark
That's
of the
very
beast.
insidious, to be honest. And we're just laughing only because we're watching this, but he's obviously in business with these people. And for them to basically say, this is who we really are, or this is who we answer to, so pipe down, that's very, very, very bold. Very bold, especially in this time. I don't know if he went to any of Diddy's soirees. I haven't got a clue.
Maybe he left before the devil got there anyway.
Hopefully, bro.
I said hopefully.
Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much, Esther.
All right, it's going to People's Journal.
All right, people, welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. I only got a few things to talk about today. Santander, they're Britain's 5th biggest high street bank, and apparently they're cancelling their membership of a key lending standard body because of the duplication of regulatory standards to which the industry is required to adhere. So basically, let me just read part of the letter. They were speaking to Sky News, and Sky News basically spoke about how they served their notice last week of its intention to leave LBS, which is the Lending Standards Board, citing that the establishment of the City Watchdog's consumer duty and the imminent implementation of a new fraud reimbursement rules, of these new fraud reimbursement rules overseen by the payment systems regulator. And long story short, they're saying that there will be 2 regulations duplicated, and so it's just it's gonna confuse their customers and things of that nature. That's what they said in their response to it and in their statement. And apparently, a number of other banks are also understood to be considering and following in their footsteps as well. This according to some industry sources. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on that. There's going to be some train strikes. I believe this is day 3 out of 4. And so passengers on UK's busiest rail routes are going to be facing some delays and whatnot. Probably faced it already today, but be mindful. We'll continue into tomorrow, I believe. C2C is not running today at all. The managing director basically said, he's really disappointed that an agreement hadn't been reached, and that's the reason why, obviously, staff are not going to be present. There's going to be no Gatwick Express services, but Gatwick Airport will continue to be served by the limited non-stop Southern Shuttle. Great Northern, there'll be no Great Northern today as well. Great Anglia said its first trains will start later on instead of its normal early starts. And the last trains will also finish earlier than normal as well. This is excluding the Stansted Express train though. And there's going to be an hourly train service, that will operate on some of the Greater Anglia routes. So the Norwich, Colchester to London Liverpool Street, the Southend Victoria to London Liverpool Street, the Stansted Airport to London Liverpool Street. Those are going to be going, but that's going to be an hourly train service. There's going to be a bi-hourly train service that will run between Cambridge and London, but no other Greater Anglia services will be operating on any other route. So bear that in mind, people. Southeastern as well, they said that most of their routes and stations are going to be closed. Southern said that there's going to be no trains running across majority of their network as well. So again, make sure you're checking your stations and whatnot and see if it affects your journey. Southwestern Railway said significantly there's going to be a reduced service as well. And Thameslink said there will be no services except for a limited shuttle, which is calling at stations from Luton Airport Parkway, and London St Pancras as well. Next I wanted to mention is for the ladies that let me go back a bit. For the people out there who go to nail salons and stuff, right? Apparently, prices are going to be going up from today, man. Did you get any warning about that, Esther? Did you hear about that?
No, I get Russian manicures.
Ah.
And I know that sounds elitist, but it's meant to be. So, yeah.
Well, why is that different?
Because I operate my natural nails. No,
but I mean, why
is it Russian people that do it for you?
No, it's just called a Russian manicure. I think it came from Russia.
So what do you mean it's your natural nails?
Okay. So these are my natural nails.
So
I don't add like acrylic and stuff, because that is damaging. When you go in nail shops and it smells like that, it's not. Yeah, all that stuff is damaging.
Paint on there.
So this is so it's just like
shellac,
like a hard gel over it, and then and a gloss.
Oh, so is it your nails or is it not? I'm confused.
This is my nails, but it's just thingy
Protected.
over it.
Oh, protection.
Yeah, and then so you put hard gel over it, and then the nail polish.
So that length is that's the length of your natural nails.
Yeah.
Quality.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
for those who are affected, basically nail salon prices across the UK are set to go up because basically thousands of the workers have banded together to basically collectively raise their prices from the 8th of April. So apparently this is according to the Nail Tech Org, NTO. They're doing this because of the whole fair wage thing, and basically they're saying as an organisation that many of the members of this organisation, the nail technicians, make on average about £7 an hour. So this is the reason why they're doing it. So pick them up, man. And the last thing I wanted to mention is Israel's McDonald's, right? So all of their branches are apparently going to be taken over by McDonald's main headquarters. So in Israel, basically, they operate with a franchise system, which is basically the case with a lot of McDonald's around the world anyway. But I believe in Israel, all of theirs is owned by a franchise. And basically, they've been hit by serious boycotts. So people ain't going to know McDonald's basically in Israel because of obviously what they're doing in the war and whatnot. And it got even worse when they found out the other day, I believe it was maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, when a particular McDonald's was feeding IDF guys, all the soldiers and whatnot. People were outraged by it. So that compounded the effect of it. And basically they said, look, we're taking ownership of the branches, man, because we're being affected by this a little more than we would care to be. So so McDonald's will be buying back all of its Israeli restaurants because of all the global sales, because the global sales slumped due to the boycott I just mentioned. Like I said, there was also a boycott in places like Kuwait, in Malaysia, and Pakistan, which are obviously majority is Muslim countries, who are obviously standing in solidarity with Gaza. So that's pretty much it for the People's Journal. It's not much today, like I said, but that's it.
I thought I was gonna sneeze. All right, let's get into Motivational Mondays.
Either you run the day or the day runs you. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Jim Rohn. Every decision we make starts with a choice to either go one way or go the other. When you wake up, you decide whether you're going to get up straight away or just wait another 5 minutes before you eventually need to get up. When you're in traffic, you decide whether you want to let someone through, which sometimes means letting several people through, or you can just go straight ahead and leave someone else to play the Good Samaritan. When you get to work and someone pisses you off, you choose whether or not you want to take the high road or respond in an unconventional way. Either way, it all comes down to how you decide you want your day to go. So on this Monday morning, the 7th of April 2024, ensure you run your day the way that you want to.
Thank you for that.
All right, let's get into our last headlines for today.
Clip that did that.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, guys. So our last headlines. Russia said it has evacuated more than 4,000 people in the Orenburg region near the Kazakhstan border due to flooding after a dam burst. The Orenburg governor's office said on Saturday that 4,208 people, including 1,019 children, had been evacuated and more than 2,500 homes were affected by floods that caused the dam to give way following torrential rain. Video footage published by the Emergency Services Ministry showed residents being helped into lifeboats wearing life jackets, and thousands of homes were submerged. Russia also opened a criminal case for negligence and violation of construction safety rules over the burst dam, which was built in 2014. Next headline, trigger warning on this one, guys. Big trigger warning, please. 2 people have been arrested in Nigeria over an alleged sextortion attempt against an Australian schoolboy who took his own life. Australian police say that the teenage victim had traded explicit images with a person online before they had begun making threats and demanding money. After a global investigation, the pair allegedly responsible were tracked down in Nigeria, where they will now face court. Police say that sextortion, which is particularly of young people, by the way, is dramatically rising. Details of the boy's age or where he lived in New South Wales have not been released publicly to protect his family's privacy. New South Wales police described the alleged extortionists as young males and said that they had threatened to send photos to the teenager's family and friends if he did not pay the equivalent of £260, which is like 500 Australian dollars. The police force's cyber crime commander, Matthew Craft, was speaking to Sydney Morning Herald and said that the messages were horrific. They were aggressive and put a lot of pressure on the boy to pay the money. And the boy died by suicide on the same evening, late last year. Sad. And our last headline, airline regulators in the US have begun an investigation after an engine cowling on a Boeing 737-800 fell off during takeoff and struck a wing flap. So the Southwest airline flight returned safely to Denver International Airport at about 8:15 in the morning, local time, after originally departing to Houston. The aircraft had 135 passengers and 6 crew members on board and rose to about 10,300 feet before landing. The incident comes amid manufacturing and safety concerns at Boeing. Remember the other day we spoke about this guy who was like a whistleblower and was speaking about how these lot get away with a lot of their stuff behind the scenes with regards to the engineering. But Southwest Airlines said its maintenance teams would review the Boeing 737-800 after its cowling, which covers the plane's engine, fell off. The airline confirmed it was responsible for maintenance of such parts. And in the statement, they said, "We apologize for the inconvenience of their delay, but place our highest priority on ultimate safety for our customers and employees." And that's it for our headlines, guys. Time to pay them bills.
All right, let's get into the reaction.
Welcome to the reaction, people, where I read out the sports headlines.
My finger slipped.
There wasn't really much in the way of anything going on in the football. Obviously, it was a big weekend. The big three at the top was all playing. You know what I'm trying to say? Man City made sure they secured their points, beating Palace 4-2. Arsenal made sure they secured their points. Waltz into victory to beat Brighton 3-0. Yeah, just good, real professional performance from the Arsenal boys.
Watch the game?
Some of it. Yeah, actually, yeah, I did watch it. I don't like games like that. That were just comprehensive and just easy and just know it's going to happen and Arsenal are just going to win. It's not really enjoyable.
You knew that was going to happen?
Yeah, of course. I watch football.
Okay. I heard a lot of other talk going into the game, to be honest. But all right, cool. If it is, you knew that Arsenal were going to win. What we're going to do for the next game?
Who are you playing?
Aston Villa.
Where?
Home.
You beat them.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, I said you were going to beat them. Probably, I said obviously you would expect it to be a harder run and it's away at Brighton and that, but just in keeping with what you are going in. A lot of the teams, Spurs, it's a derby. You got to worry about that. You got to come to Old Trafford to thing us. You got to worry about that. I can't see the rest of your things, but yeah, I knew you'd beat Brighton right the second now. The form that you're in and the ways that have been playing offensively and defensively, you shouldn't be worrying. If you're worrying about Brighton, you're not going to win the league. I knew you was going to do that. And even once the game played out, when you was watching the game, you could see how it was going to go. They was trying.
Brighton
but you
played
could see
very well.
Huh?
Brighton played very well.
Didn't do enough. They was in the game. They was trying. They tried to make it and a thing, but it wasn't. They never had no moves for you lot.
100%.
Yeah,
because we were better than them. But they played very well.
I wouldn't say very well. Didn't even score.
Fair enough.
But did you watch the full 90 minutes?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, maybe you just got different expectations of your team. Maybe I just got higher standards for people.
Here we go. Sorry, with the United Liverpool, what did you see happening there before you saw it happen?
Before the game?
Yeah. What did you expect from your team of high standards?
Just to get battered. But again, at the same time, you could also expect the form guy to go out the window when it's United Liverpool. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But I didn't think we was gonna get the job done. Probably more to do with Liverpool than to do with United. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, they need these points, and if it wasn't for a mistake from Konsa, the game probably wouldn't have went like that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, probably more. I mean, they should have put the game away in the first flipping 30 minutes, mate.
Yeah, and there you go. And it was just like what happened with the in the cup. The results are going to be the results at the end of the day. But if you watch the game and you saw them, like that's Liverpool fucked that up. They should have put them to bed.
100%.
Both games. You know what I'm trying to say? So what should have happened? What I thought was going to happen is what should have happened. I can't control how Liverpool play. You know what I'm trying to say? But United got the result. Liverpool dropped points. Starboy Kobe Mainoo took centre stage again. We just can't see games out though, Brent, can we, man? We just can't see games out. I don't know if it's panicking. Wan-Bissaka going to grind in the box, giving away a penalty. People saying it was light and stuff like that. He did play for it and lean into it, but that's just clever attacking play. Like once you go to grind and you miss the ball,
it was a penalty.
You're allowed to hang your leg out there. Now there's an angle where it stops where it's like he literally didn't my man initiated the contact more, but like I said,
all of the angles.
He's within his rights to. I think it was clever play. It was a penalty. VAR will never turn something like that over. They're never going to turn the penalties over anyway unless there's a clear, obvious error like what they're saying. And that's always hard to find once the penalties are being given. But it's not a non-contact sport. That's something that we always forget as well. Once we see contact in the box, we're saying, "Oh yeah, penalty." This is not a non-contact sport. It's not basketball. You're allowed contact. Context in everything is important. But again, I think it was clever attacking play. He left his leg hanging in there, and he's caught him. He's took him down. I got no qualms with the penalty. You get me? I can understand how people can question it and query it, but I don't have no qualms with it. 2-2, poor result for Liverpool. I mean, the point don't really do nothing for us. I don't know. Villa dropped points against Brentford. I still don't think, just because of the way they're performing, I still don't think they get the job done. But I suppose they're in it mathematically and stuff like that. They're still in it for that top 4, top 5 race. We'll see how that goes. And I suppose that was it about football. WrestleMania was on the weekend. Big, massive event. WrestleMania 40. It was on Saturday and Sunday. Great spectacle. The Rock and Triple H are doing a great job over there, ushering in a new era. You know what I'm trying to say? Riveting stuff. For anybody who cares, Cody done it. Cody Rhodes. Give me some horns for Cody Rhodes, please. Universal Champion. Stop the bloodline. Roman Reigns was the champion for 1,300 and something days. I can't even remember. Serious title reign. You get me? The bloodline had their chokehold, had the grip over the whole WWF for about 4 years. It seemed like it was going into it. Bloodline rules. He had the final boss in his corner, and the whole of the bloodline. The odds were stacked against him, but he got the job done. We got guest appearances from John Cena. Undertaker came and got involved. Seth Rollins tried to get involved. There was a lot going on. It was a great spectacle for the neutral. I didn't watch it. It was really late. And I got to be here in the morning. How the hell was I going to watch that? But I'm going to go back and watch it. You get me? Just so I didn't miss it. I saw on Saturday night, there was a tag team. The final boss and the tribal chief went up against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins to see what the rules would be for the Sunday night. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And they lost that fight. The Rock's 51, moving like an absolute madman, physical specimen. He's doing serious things over there. Not even to take it lightly, but don't get your hopes up because I think he's going now because he's got to go film a film. So he's going to be gone for a little while. I think he'll be back, but he's going to be gone for a little while. He's going to film. So I don't know what's going to happen in the WWE universe.
How long did he come back for? Was it just for the event?
No, he's been back for about 2-3 months.
Okay.
That was his first fight. He's just been doing like ring work, just talking, smacking people up and shit. He ain't had a proper fight. But he's been back for about 2-3 months. But yeah, man, the WWE's been cooking, man. WWE is absolutely cooking. The ratings are flying. They're making more money than they've ever made in their life.
Serious?
Yeah, UFC, and I just bought it. Would that go for like 21 billion or something on the stock market? My man's getting, even in the days when TV ratings are down. Yeah, I think UFC just bought WWE.
What is it?
Yeah, I'm sure there's some kind of merger thing or something going on. I think I'm nearly sure of it. But even in the days where TV ratings going down because of social media and on-demand TV and whatnot, like Roman Reigns has been commanding 2.5 million views on Raw a week. You get me? He's broke consecutive attendance records. Just, I don't know, 15, 16, 17 in a row maybe. All of them are plus 15,000 live attendances. Like WWE is cooking right now. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you over there looking all dumbfounded and stupid. You get me? You just don't know what you don't know. You get me? But maybe you just need to just educate yourself.
Yeah. So
again, it's not real, Brent. You get what I'm trying to say? I know you understand about grown men in tights and stuff like that, but it's not. This is not what's come from a kid's point of view. The kids, they buy into it. We understand wrestling is not real. You get me? Wrestling is not real. But someone said earlier, at least we know when the beefs, they get handled like men. You get what I'm trying to say? When man's got beef, they deal with it. They go in that squared circle. That's not the squared circle, but they go in the ring and they handle business. They don't go on stage apologizing for calling people boring.
I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying it's all scripted, right?
Potentially, yeah. Just like EastEnders is.
Yeah, but you're there comparing it to the rap beef.
Go on. They're realer than rappers.
Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
And they're all actors.
They're athletes as well. They're sports entertainers. The Rock and Roman Reigns is realer than Kendrick.
You know when I stopped watching wrestling?
When?
When this show beat was real. There was a time, I think it was Bret Hart, where they got the mic too close to his mouth when it is that he got flung out the ring on one of the tables. And then the guy who came on top of him, he was like, all right, hit me now. And he hit him.
It's an art form, though. Once you understand the art form and you respect the art form, and in all fun and jokes aside, yeah, when I went to Money in the Bank last year, yeah, and I watched it, yeah, live, yeah, that was some of the most fun shit I've seen in my entire existence. It is top tier sports entertainment.
Does it remind you of your childhood as to why it is that you get excited in your old age or older age?
I don't know. It was just fun. These feats of athleticism. I watched a man stack 2 sets of tables up on the thing, yeah. Then on top of the tables, put the ladders, yeah, and then climb to the top of the ladder, and then do 2 or 3 flips off into a group of human beings. This is crazy stuff. This is crazy stuff. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know, and I don't know anybody else who will do it either. You know what I'm trying to say? So you gotta appreciate it. You gotta appreciate the athleticism, the work ethic, the acting skills, the storytelling. It's just fun. If you can watch a soap, yeah? If you can watch a soap and don't mind it for what it is, or watch these box sets and immerse yourself into these crap storylines that are not, because we know they're not real, you can enjoy wrestling if you so choose to. I mean, if you're sitting there thinking it's real as an adult and stuff like that, then I suppose that's the thing. But I've seen enough wrestlers to get hurt. You get me? Like even Owen Hart, I've seen one die in the ring. I've seen them get hurt enough to know that there's jeopardy there. You get what I'm trying to say? Like there's something to it. And it's entertaining. That's what it is. It's sports entertainment. That's what you got to get your head around. You get me? Find a storyline that you like, you run with it.
I guess one was good. That's why more people watch UFC than WWE, because it's real.
More people watch WWE than UFC.
But you just said that UFC is buying WWE.
That's got nothing to do with it. Check the numbers.
Oh, so they can't translate the more views into dollars.
Oh no, WWE makes more money than UFC. It's more lucrative.
And yet UFC is buying WWE.
However it works, I don't know, Brent. I don't understand.
No, these are valid questions I'm asking you, to be honest.
Yeah, but
you just told me just now that that's what's happening.
Yeah, but you're trying to make a point. I don't understand the point you're making.
I'm asking questions.
You just said that UFC, more people watch UFC than WWE, and I'm telling you the numbers and statistics prove that more people watch WWE. So whatever else is going on, that's your business to sort out in your head. However you got to compute that, that's fine. I don't understand what point or narrative you're trying to make.
I'm not.
Just stick to the facts. More people are watching WWE than UFC. I don't know why. Maybe it's more kids.
Let me check this.
Maybe it's more thing.
Check this, because you obviously have the information in front of you.
But he's getting he's getting over 2. Raw's getting over 2 million views a weekly. UFC's not doing that. In what world is UFC doing that? Don't hate me. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm only one person. I don't even watch it weekly like that. I'm not contributing to these numbers. Don't have to beef me.
2.4 million.
Just what are you beefing me for? It's got nothing to do with me. That's what they're doing. Yes. That's not. What's it got to do with me?
UFC.
Weekly.
I just typed it in Google. Let me see WWE now.
Did you even do a weekly show?
I don't know where you watch UFC, to be honest.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's what I'm
I don't
thinking.
think so.
You think about the pay-per-views.
Wow, in 2019, it was 2.4 million. Let's see up-to-date numbers.
It's at 2.4 or 2.5 at a minute.
That because on special events like, was it WrestleMania?
No, on Raw.
Is that Raw that you watch on the weekend?
No, that was WrestleMania.
So it's a special event.
Yeah.
All right, and they had the big headliners coming through.
Yeah. Oh, you want to find out how many viewers was on Raw on WrestleMania? You're saying?
Yeah, normally.
I don't know. You have to check out what numbers they done. Would the numbers be out already? That was just last night.
Because I could understand something like a Super Bowl getting a lot of viewers. that
Yeah,
they wouldn't
of
get.
course. Yeah, no, but I'm saying their weekly TV show, just the bog standard one, is doing 2.5 million a week.
So it says Raw is up 6% with an average of 733,000 viewers, but down 7% in total viewers with 1.7 million viewers per episode.
No, that's wrong.
Sorry, I'm just reading what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm going to send you the right information if you care, since you care so much.
My friend, you said something. I was like, "Oh, that's good."
That's the numbers.
Let me just open it up a bit, and now it's crumbling.
It's not crumbling because you've got the wrong source of information. You don't know what you don't know. I'm telling you, Raw does over 2 million views every single week right now. That's what it's doing. That's what Roman and
that's a lot of views.
that's what Roman and them man have been doing.
That's a lot of views, bro.
That's how else did they even manage to get the company to be worth so much?
SmackDown, a massive rating of 2.5 million. But this is like a SmackDown is like a one-off event, right?
No, SmackDown's a weekly show as well.
Weekly?
SmackDown and Raw goes on weekly.
SmackDown's weekly.
Yeah, SmackDown's weekly and Raw's weekly.
God, a massive rating with the return of The Rock.
Ah,
That was the episode where he did he call it episodes?
I think so.
You sure?
Yeah, so, yeah, I think it's episode.
All right, on this episode of SmackDown, he returned. I saw that one on Twitter.
Okay then.
Yeah.
See,
so that would have obviously drawn more viewers.
Moved the
because
needle enough to go in your radar. You get what I'm saying, Brent?
WWE rating up as Dwayne Johnson makes extended something, and the show had 892,000 total viewers in the 18 to 49 demo. You fall into that, right?
Yeah.
These stats are so great.
Anyway, that was a big spectacle of wrestling. So yeah, that happened. And I've got no more sports news. Just getting to
Main
that.
it's Arsenal.
Huh? Done Out Here is very simple. It's very easy. Today's Done Out Here is Jermaine Cole. I'm sorry, people. This dreadhead.
First of all, you're giving him done out here, but in the same breath you say you're sorry. You're a punk. You're giving him done out here for apologizing, but then you've apologized for giving him done out here. The both of you done out here then. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's your killing people. As you were.
I was apologizing to you.
No, you didn't, Gabriel. You shouldn't. Because J. Cole apologized to his friend Kendrick and you thought that was punk behavior. So don't apologize to me. Because that's punk behavior. So you should stand on business.
Just for any offense I was about to cause you.
Yeah, that's right. J. Cole caused Kendrick offense as well and apologized for it and you crucified him for it. Stand on business, man.
J. Cole is a punk.
Stand up for something.
Punk ass bitch. That's what J. Cole is. J. Cole is a punk ass bitch. And he went on stage and said he didn't know how good he was sleeping until he dissed that man. He lost sleep because he told his brethren he's boring. You get me? Again, it's like Eman was saying, he's acting like he dropped Ether or something. You know what I'm trying to say? Or he dropped like one of them Pusher verses. You know, when he's gone too far, Jay Prince is going to have to get involved and say, Cole, no! Don't do it! Stop! Wasn't that. It's light jabs. This nigga lost sleep over light jabs. He ain't ready to fight. I'm trying to say, you are not ready to fight. That's what I'm trying to say. The final boss would never. The tribal chief would never. You get what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It was a sad day in the rap game today, man. R.I.P. hip hop. Is that this is deeper than you even think, than you make out. And the think pieces are gonna come out online over the next few days. You're gonna see them. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
They've started already.
They started already, innit?
Yeah, they have.
The state of the game, man. It's bad, man. And I don't know how we're gonna claw it back. I don't even know who to put my faith into. I don't know who. I don't know. I just don't know, man. But this is where we are. We're just in a day and age of Kendrick and Cole fans running the game, and it's just a sad state of affairs, man. Jermaine Decole, sorry.
I nailed it. Doing a great job.
Jermaine Cole is definitely done at Air today, on this day here, Monday the 8th of April. 100%. Ain't nobody want to see that shit. Nobody wants to see that shit. And your people are going to try and defend you. But I think it's indefensible, me personally. And that's all I've got to say on that. All right, then. Let's get into our outro.
Sippy cup.
All right, people. Thank you for joining us this lovely Monday morning. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on TikTok or Twitter, we are live every single morning, 8 a.m. We are called The Day After. And you can actually catch us live as well on YouTube, where you can drop comments. And so I don't think you can do that function. On TikTok you can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can on Twitter. But yeah, well, we're live every day anyway. Yeah, so don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and TikTok, The Day After TNB. What else is there? Yeah, if you want to call in, our number is 075-6484-1073, or you can, contribute to conversations via Discord as well. Get on the stage. If you want to inquire about the show, feature on the show, or you want to send your dilemmas in, the email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. We'll see you guys here tomorrow. Hopefully got an interesting guest. So that should be lots of fun.
Interesting.
I'll be turbaned up again. I'm definitely going to need it for tomorrow. So, yeah, have a great Monday.
Take all.
Have a great Monday, y'all.
Peace.